and it's live. And you just enter the Sunday sessions. You know, it's a continuation. Part of it is a continuation of last night, but really I was listening to some videos and I thought it would be nice to play some of these videos that's out. You know, yesterday was September 23rd and a lot of people screaming the world end stuff. Oh, it didn't happen. Where was Jesus in the sky? And matter of fact, the crazy thing is a part of this tape that I'm about to play explains it. But I'm gonna start with this other video first. I'm gonna let my brother Maku holler at the people real quick because he ain't been in the building in a minute. Introduce himself and Sister Fatima on the side.
You know how we do. London in the house. Chief Maku, you know how we do. 90 for Boys, Department of Corrections, HTM. Yeah, that whole mouthful. I'm back.
That whole Ralph, Department of the Correction. Maku, the bird in the building. Eagle has landed. The eagle has landed, people.
Funny.
It's the truth, though.
Yo, so what we gonna do first? What we gonna play first? Play something first. Let me see what.
Yeah, I'm gonna play something for you real quick. Hold on. See, I don't know who this dude is. He sound like the dude that was doing the Nupu thing at one time. He broke down. He got at Qanun and them. But when I listened to it more, he said he wrote some books. I think it's the young brother out of Chicago.
Okay.
That wrote a book about Doc and Elijah Muhammad and everybody trying to get at them. 5%.
Okay.
So, but I'm gonna play his video first.
Actually, it was another video that I was looking up stuff. I was just looking up historical stuff and just watching like this little history. And I came across actually we was looking at events that happened or UFO events, stuff like that. And it was a UFO sighting in Saudi Arabia, and it led to another video. Didn't have anything to do with UFOs, yada yada yada.
Oh yeah, 5.
And they was talking about Napata, and they scrolls written in the Napatan language, which looks like Nuwapu.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was cuneiform. It was different stages of a cuneiform, but it said Napata on it. It was in a house in some old ruined building.
Oh, Al-Ula. That's the name of the city in Saudi. Where it's like it was a group of people. It sounded like Nuwapu is a group of people decided to live and operate off the land together. So they built a big place made of stone in the middle of the desert to live together to grow spiritually.
I think I'm doing something wrong. Let me get it. But go ahead. Let's talk about it. Get it.
But yeah, entire screen.
But it said I couldn't do it before.
Okay. What does it? Can you see the video, Maku?
Yep. Full screen.
You see it? The whole thing?
Yep.
It's not in that tunnel phase?
No.
Okay, so you see what I see. Alright, So here we go. Let Doc talk for itself.
Okay, now, are you indeed the leader of the United Nawabi Nation? No, no, I'm not a founder of the Nawabi. That's another hoax. The idea for Mr. Howard just here is a more slander and defamation of character, by the way. I'm not the leader. They look on Sunrise album back in the 60s. They look on, what's his name, Carol Saunders album. You'll find him back in the album. The word Wapo was already there before. There's a book written back in 1963 and on record in Washington, D.C. behind the nine ball, quite a few other books, they don't have me down as the author or the publisher or part of that publishing company at all. There are many Nawapians. I'm not the chief or leader of all Nawapians. There's Nawapians all over the place. There's some Muslims, some Christians, some Yoruba, and some atheists for that matter. And I'm not the leader of all Nawapians, nor am I the leader of the whole organization of Nawapians worldwide. What is a Nawapian? I'm not going to ever define that word to anybody. You know why? Because that's the question I'm putting before them. You keep referring to us as Nawapians. My question to them is, what is a Nawapian? And if you say other times, that's not the definition. What is a Nawapian? Because if you call a Christian a follower of Christ, it's because his name is Christ. So you can't call Nawapians follower of Malachi, they would be called Malachites, not Nawapians.
Yeah, see, I had to leave that whole shit alone to get my mind right. I had to leave that bullshit alone. They be talking, and I'm gonna go back because I want to show this right here. If the screen is up, you see it, right, McCall?
Yep.
You can see the words plainly.
I can see the words. Yeah.
All right. So the question was, what is a Nawapian? So York said, I'm not going to ever define the word to anybody. You know why? Because that's the question I'm putting before them. You keep referring to us as Nuwapians. My question to them is, what is a Nuwapian? And if you say the follower of Malachi York, that's not it. That's not the definition. What is a Nuwapian? Because if you call a Christian a follower of Christ, it's because his name is Christ. So you can't call Nuwapian followers of Malachi because they would be called Malachites, not Nuwapians. But
he also gave the credit to
where it came from, and that's my main point I want to go back to too. That's the main thing I want to go back to, because if you look right here, he says, okay, so this is the interview. He said, okay, now indeed the leader of the Nuwapian nations. Okay, now are you indeed the leader of the Nuwapian nations? No, nor am I the founder of Nuwapians. That's another hoax and an idea from Mr. Howard Richard Sills, and more slander and defamation character. By the way, I'm not the leader. If they look on Sarah's album back in the 60s, if they look on what's his name, Pharoah Sandra's album, they'll find on the back of the album the word Nuwapu. It was already there before. And there are books written back in the 1963 that are on record in Washington, D.C., behind the nine ball, quite a few other books that they don't have me down as the author or the publisher or part of that publishing at all. Now, if we was to continue listening to what the brother was saying, he would have went into the book. He was going to go into the books that Doc wrote, as far as, because he said he thought Doc was Afro Uno too. And he said it was hard to find out because Doc put out the series, the book Nine Ball, supposedly, and teaches on the Wapu, right? And he says it's in it. It says it in his book. But what he said to us verbally out of his mouth, you know what I mean, is another thing. First, he never put out the whole nine ball series, and the dude said it. He said a 9-book series book that Doc had, it was from 1 to 4, and that's the truth. I only know one person that has the other 4 to that. So he never gave out that whole thing. Just like he never gave out the full definition on Nuwapu. He gave us one to work with to best explain it, but he never gave us all meanings of all things at one time. He always gave it in periodic times. You feel me? So that right there speaks for itself, because they say he always never give no credit to nobody, but why is he giving credit right there? You know what I mean? Why do you hear him giving out the credit that's due to those? You know what I mean? Now I know some gonna switch it up and say, oh, he didn't say, or saying he claiming he didn't make up Nuwapians, or he didn't claim that they was Nuwapians, and he said it before he's the leader of Nuwapians. No, that's not true. He called us Nuwapians, yes.
He also was saying that Muslims and Christians.
Right. That was just one part of the school. He had all the schools flags flying. Nuwapu was the last science that he was going to deal with before he got out of the schools and got into right knowledge of the true meaning of Nuwapu, or what Nuwapu is, or right knowledge is, or sound reasoning is, or right overstanding is. You know what I mean? Maku, you want to say something to that?
Well, that's
Before I jump into the next video, but go ahead.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hold on one second. Yeah. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, I can. I heard you better then.
Yeah, no, it seems self-evident to me. You get what I'm saying? I know about Sunny Ray as well. I saw those some of those concerts, and the whole style, as we say, same with the Zulu Nation and all these type of things there. A lot of these ideas were floating around from the early 60s. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if he gives us the name, you know, and he hasn't given us a definition, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be Nuwapian or Nuwabians, you know, there's Wunuwupu, and, you know, there's a lot of things that were mentioned that are not mentioned now. Do you know what I'm saying? People just want to claim a title and use it. And at the end of the day, they're all just titles. You know what you are. You should know what you are. If you don't, if you need someone to define it for you, then you might have a psychological problem.
Right.
You know what I mean, you need religion, or you need someone to believe in, or you want someone to be your savior, Messiah, and you heard the man say it himself. He is not the leader. He's not the chief. Do you know what I'm saying? He is not. You know, he's just a teacher, man. I'm trying to teach you the way. So, you know, I think most of that is self-explanatory.
Right.
Tape, but play the tape.
Play the tape, man.
Play the tape, man. What's the next tape on the menu?
This next one is like 30 minutes long, but maybe shorter. I think it's 5 minutes long. I think it's from Malachi. It's from Malachi's page. So Malachi put together from the Maku audios.
All right.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Oh, I'm not. I was just trying to understand.
Who is that? All right, hold on. Let me get over here and see where this thing at, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Hold on, let me see. Right here. You can see the screen, Uncle?
1 second.
Can you see my screen? Oh no, I ain't sharing yet. I just had to pull it up. That's all. Okay.
Yeah, just let us know.
Okay. You can see it now, McCool?
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. All right.
McCool, you on here? Hello? Where McCool go? McCool. Oh yeah, maybe he walked away. He probably thinking I'm gonna just play it. Alright. Well,
So
alright, I'm gonna set it off right now.
there's a problem with the connection.
Alright, cause I didn't want you to miss it. I'm gonna keep going with this thing for, you know what I mean? Couple parts. We're gonna get to that Nuwapu shit too another time, but tonight we're just gonna deal with this video. Alright. So this is another Maku speak. And at this time, these recordings right here are real recordings from him calling. These are not fake, like made up studio shits later on down the line after they say he was sentenced or he pleaded guilty or whatever. You know what I mean? You know this is him. You know this is the mess. This when he was giving out interviews to Donna Corleone and this next person, because this is the person he started talking to after he supposedly she broke the vow to not show the tapes yet, because he said hold off because it would damage. But I'm gonna let him speak for himself. You know, we always on the videos speaking for him, and I don't be really liking to share, show his videos and him talking and do all that homework for people. I be wanting people to do their own homework. You know what I mean? Oh, Doc never did this. He never gave these people they props, they stripes. And I ain't finna sit here and make 1,000 videos of showing that. You know what I mean? My point is when you step up and say what you say, I'm gonna step up and say what I say. You know what I mean? The shit's getting old and boring. Like, and I'm gonna speak on what's getting old and boring in a minute. But right now I'm gonna let Doc speak for himself. You hear it, McCool? Yeah, the original sounds from tunes. That's the nature. That's the native. That's a native natural tones. When you hear that flute, that whistle in the back, you know that's native.
Today is March 17th, 2004. Another interview with Chief Black Thunderbird Eagle. How are you doing today? Well, thank you. Rahul back to the family. My question today is for you. Throughout the 2 years that you've been incarcerated, I know that myself and people of the tribe have been praying. Who are we praying read to the ancient ones, the old ones, and say, who are our ancient? That's the first time somebody ever pointed that out. That there's a difference between the ancient ones and the old ones. Right? The old ones on the side of Islam, the ancient ones on the side of Inky. Ancient, the reason why they say it, because Inky came to earth and time starts here, and that's how you get ancient. But with old, there's no time, and that was Enlil, who was originally from the heavens. See, Enlil was given charge of the heavens, and Inky was given charge of the earth. Okay? Both of them were the sons of Anu, but they were the son of the ninth Anu. When you open the holy tablets, you see a face of a person there as Anu, and you wonder, well, how can the Most High, or El Kalum, as some people say, how can he have a face? That is the physical manifestation of the ninth Anu. You have to go back 9 other Anus before you get back to one that's not physical, which is going to be in the last revision of the holy tablets. People just didn't wait to hear what's going on. Okay? So now, he was sent here. He's the one they would be called Yahweh in the Bible when they say in Genesis chapter 2, and the spirit of the spirit of God, or the ruach of the of God moved upon the surface or over the surface of the waters. That was Inky and them coming here, and then other groups came. So they had different groups that came to this planet, right? To germinate this planet. All of them are Anunnaki. Now you have the Netiru, the Elohim, the Orisha. You have all these different names and all applying to the same thing. Netiru or Netirat is nothing but another way of saying the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki, as you can tell, is not really a name. It's describing an event, right?
You heard that? He said it's not really describing a name, it's describing an event. And this is where people are getting confused today, right? With the September 23rd. They looking for things on the physical plane. And things can be manifested on the physical plane in that way. You know, Jesus coming or whatever. The fact that you're speaking on. But what he's saying is an actual fact. A lot of the words or a lot of names that we use today, people don't even know those are just titles or events of things that are going to take place, not actual names of the entities or the beings. You know what I mean? Because like he said, you got to go. That's the ninth Anu. So the ninth Anu is on a physical plane, because once you come into the Earth's atmosphere, you are in a physical, dense environment, a dimension, a different dimension. So you would have to change your molecules. You wouldn't even be able to come here for a long period of time. And that's the thing he used to try to explain. Like if you was actually planing, or you was actually traveling at the speed of light, you would have to only stay for a certain amount of time. If you missed the window period, then you're stuck in that physical sense, or that in that state, or wherever you transition to. I mean, this is why it's called an astral plane. That's meaning it's dealing with what? Not nothing on a physical standpoint. You know, but I'm gonna let him continue to speak. And he told you he rolling with Inky side. He said this. And I don't know what the Nuwapi is talking about. Oh, him. That Wu Nuwafu shit. I don't, you know what I mean? He would be speaking that right now, because supposedly, you know. But go ahead.
Elohim or Elohim is not really a name. It's describing a position. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And Netir from Netiru is also describing an act, like in the righteous. Okay? So what people are doing is getting this all mixed up. They use the word El Kalum. El Kalum is an Arabic word meaning the all. And it doesn't have to apply to divinity. It can mean all the people in the room. All Kul is used like all the people in the room also. Right. Okay? Kulahum, all of them. It doesn't mean, it's not so much the word, it's not so much the name, it's the source behind all of it. Now in Islam they say Allah.
Now you see that right there, how he broke down. He said El Kalum came from the Arabic word, meaning all of them. And people will use the all as in some spooky principle sense.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't want to address that yet.
Okay.
After I get off of this, we can address that.
Yeah,
we're not gonna stop our bill
for
these niggas.
All right.
You know what I mean, we're gonna get to them after this. Yeah.
That's crazy though. Yeah.
But we gonna address you, Todd No Boo Boos and motherfucking Chuck Batty Boy Chuck and them. you know, they live riding that dick right now. They see I'm live, so they want to jump live. Plus, I was just smashing Neb on Facebook, but I'm gonna address all that in a minute because this is all dealing with the same thing. The reason why I wanted to make this video and let Doc speak for itself and say the things that we always saying, so people won't say we're just making this up or you wasn't really there, you really don't know. Well, he's saying it himself out his mouth. So I'm gonna continue let him say it himself.
Right? But then the Quran is Alihat, which is plural, and Alihi, which is dual. Most Muslims don't recognize that the name Allah itself can be plural or dual because they're now looking at the name instead of the force or the energy or the life or the essence behind all that. So people are directing, so people say, Jesus is Tammuz, Jesus is Horus, Jesus is Maitreya, Jesus is Krishna. That's just a name of an event that took place in ancient Egypt that has remanifested itself over and over again and moved around the world from culture to culture to people to people. Right. So the only ones holding on to the fact that are the real original Elbaniah, which is the original Masonic Lodges, not even the ones today that circus in the day from the 17th century or from letters and poems, etc. that came about to the Euros who got influenced by the original Egyptians. You follow? Mm-hmm. So it's in me, if you talk to me, who am I talking to? Right. I'm talking to the Anunnaki. Who me? I'm talking with Inky. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with Inky because I know who Inky is. I know who Inky's family is. I know who Emil is. I know who Anu is. And I know when the Holy Tablets was coming, I know who was there and what he was talking to. Right. I knew that behind the face of Anu, there was a force that goes back further than that, 9 dimensions. But everything was not for the mortal ear at the time. Right. That's why in Christianity they use the word faith.
Now you see what he said, right? He said when he's talking to Inky, he's talking to Murdoch. He's dealing with these entities. You know, when the Holy Tablets came, the people that he was dealing with behind it, he's saying you're dealing with a class of non-dimensional people. You know what I mean? Non-dimensional beings. So yes, he's dealing with these beings. He's saying these events, Tammuz and all these people were events that were taking place. And he even mentioned the Messiahship, the Messiahites, or the order of the Messiahhood. You know what I mean? And how they changed throughout dimensions, throughout time and centuries. You know what I mean? And people don't understand the variations of the languages that switch from a singular to a plural. So these American people would read Arabia or any other original language, not knowing the concept or knowing the linguicity of the etymology of the words. They would terminology and use with pagan Arabs or whoever they call themselves the Islamic leader of the Muslims would say, "Oh no, he was only saying that in a singular term," and they're using their own personal they're using their own terms, or they're using their own overstanding, or they're using their personal opinion, or they're falsely making an opinion and stamping that opinion as a strong hadith or a strong saying. And that's a Falcon non-cipher. And I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna use a 5% of terminology. That's a Falcon non-cipher right there. You know what I mean? It don't make no sense. When a man says El comes before all the attributes of Allah, that's real. El does come before all the attributes of Allah. Whereas you hear standard newsums today saying Rahman and Rahim, but it's El Rahman, El Rahim. You know what I mean? Because we already know the word El means the. So why would it not be the God Rahman or the God Rahim? But as you master these stages of these different attributes, you become Allah in which Allah carries all attributes. Some of us carry different characteristics of those attributes. So how could you not be? That's how your name is. You're supposed to, that's how you're supposed to get your attribute in the first place. It's supposed to identify with your character. As mine's being Bilal, I was named by an Ansar back in the day that used to set us down in the hood and build with all the guards, the young guards, us, and set us down and give us Islamic attribute names by our character. And so one day when I called him by himself, I said, "Why did you call me Bilal?" And he said, "Because out of all of them that you hang with, you're the most sincere one. You're truly sincere about what you do." And this, I did not know this man watched me like that. I didn't even know the man even knew me, because that was my first time even meeting the man. So that means the man was watching me from afar to know my character. You feel me? Wow. And to the day, I could identify with Bilal, but back then I couldn't. I could identify with the sincereness, but I couldn't identify with the totality of it. Whereas today I can. But I'm gonna let Doc keep speaking, because he got to drop some more bombs on y'all.
You know, or in Islam, it's word Muslim or Iman, faith. But when it comes down to with Wahabi, you say, listen, Wahabi, let me teach you about, and they want me to
take it back real quick.
You follow? And also, it's in me, if you talk to me, who am I talking to? Right. I'm talking to the Anunnaki. If with me, I'm talking with Inky. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with Inky because I know who Inky is. I know who Inky's family is. I know who Israel is. I know who Anu is. And I know when the Holy Tablets was coming, I know who was there and who was talking to. Right. I knew behind the face of Anu, there was a force that goes back further than that, 9 dimensions. But everything was not for the mortal ear at the time. Right. That's why in Christianity they use the word.
Everything wasn't for the mortal's ear. You see what I'm saying? And this is where he constantly told us, when he revised, the reformed, the rechanged things, he always said that they wasn't ready. The mortal's ear wasn't ready to hear that or know what that was about. It's crazy. He was talking to Anu. He said, you heard him. I know the family. And when he was saying that, he was talking about the people that was in front of him or the people that was around him, because when he was doing these classes or he was teaching, he was talking to certain individuals and certain entities that were out of the book that are here today. I'm gonna keep going though. Bye.
You know, or in Islam, it's word Muslim or Iman, faith. But when it comes down to with Wahabi, you say, listen, Wahabi, let me teach you about Anu and Inky. They want me to make God manifest for us so we will believe. That sounds very familiar, right? Yeah. They want everything. They don't want to put any trust in their leaders or their teachers. They want me to put everything on. Had I gave them everything the way it was coming to me, the devil would have long time, the reptilian shapeshifters would have long time saw where I was going and nipped it off. I had to put out sporadic. I had to jump from place to place. I had to jump from name to name. I had to jump from religion. And in each one, and each time I gave you a little something more. Right. About the whole big picture, which we now come down and put. Now you're going to start seeing the whole picture come together as one thing. And you're going to see everything from day one, from the time the seventh seal was opened in 1970, all the way up to now, to the year 2000, when you see the alignment took place. You had the planet shifting. You had the double eclipses. You had all the prophecies come true between 2000 and the year 2004. Right? Or 2003, in fact, when you had meteorites going by, you had hellbound, you had all these things, not coincidental. These were all part of signs and symbols, or for those who know the log, what day and time we're in. Many people don't want to believe it. They want to hold on to it. They don't want to deal with the facts. Fine by me. I mean, I know what I am. I know who I am, and I know that my miracle is in my works, and not in my mouth, and not in my hands. Right. My miracles is in the books that I write, in the messages coming across you, on the truth that you're getting. Right. Okay. Okay. So, in saying that, how do we know that our prayers are being answered if people? Your prayers are being answered now, because you can see how the ancient ones and the old ones are manifesting their mistakes. They're having fun with them, making them put their foot in their mouth. Just by the judge trying to lock down the transcripts, he's going to tell the whole world he's hiding something. Just by the fact that he locked down the court without justification, he wants people to see it. It's going to show people that he's hiding something. The fact that there was no kid.
See what he said? You see that the judge locked down the transcripts and locked down a lot of things, you could tell they was lying. They was making up shit. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna let him keep talking. You know what I mean? He talking for himself. I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. Cause I know I'll be throwing y'all off.
Across you on the truth that you're getting. Right. Okay? Okay, so in saying that, how do we know that our prayers are being answered if your prayers are being answered now? Because you can see how the ancient ones and the old ones are manifesting their mistakes. They're manifesting their mistakes. Making them put their foot in their mouth. Just by the judge trying to lock down the transcripts and tell the whole world he's hiding something. Just by the fact that he locked down the court without justification, he won't be able to see it. Show people that he's hiding something. The fact that there was no DNA showing he hid something. The fact that there's no real evidence, no pictures, no videotapes, and all the stuff they posted that's showing that they're hiding something. So how long can they play this game? So ancient ones are building us up. Just like when Jesus said about Lazarus, his sister said, well, Lazarus is dead. He said, no, he's not sick until death. He's sick until the glory of God, as he put it, and the glory of the Son. That's how he made it clear. Well, the same thing is happening. It's very similar sense. What's happening is they're making this big thing up. It's going to be so dynamic and so great, right? That when it gets blown up, it's going to happen. Now the whole world is moving on more than Milwaukee. What does that name Milwaukee mean? Who is that guy? Amanubi Rakata. Who is that Malachi? Why all these names? Why was it Muslims? Are they Christians? Are they Jews? Are they Masons? Are they Egyptians? Are they Indians? Are they Sumerians? What are they? Are they pagans? You know, but what you know the main thing is? What is that? What are they? Who are they? Why are they? When are they?
Right.
Next comes out, where are they?
Right.
Right here. Here we are. We've been looking for all the time. We have the answer. We are the answer to your problems.
Right.
Now, with everything that's going on and things that's transpired, could this whole thing have been presented, or is this some sort of divine prophecy or divine?
All of this is part of it. They said this whole. I'm beginning to realize now it's all been set up like this. This was their way to make everybody worldwide know who we are. So everybody will get the truth and nothing but the truth. That's all it is.
And that comes in the form of Nuwapu.
It comes in the form of right knowledge. It comes in the form of Nuwapu. It's coming in the form of right knowledge. And it's coming from the Anunnaki. And it's coming from the above.
Wow, I'm gonna pause it right there. I might do the other session part of this tomorrow or later on, but I'm out to bed with my boy Maku real quick, and then we're gonna get to some of this bullshit BS going on over here with the Sixth Dynasty and these niggas. So Maku, you still here with me?
Yeah.
And I wanna play the whole thing, but I know it's not gonna happen because we got some other business to attend to, too. These dudes is live and Five. I know Five. I ain't gonna hold her back. I know she wanna get loose. So I'm gonna go ahead and build on what you heard and what was taking place and the things that you heard. It's more where he goes into more, but that's just right there. We're gonna deal with that for now.
Yeah,
that's enough, right? Like he ended it. We are the answer. You looking for us? We are the. All you did was make Nuwapu or Nuwapians worldwidely known, and niggas can't get this. I ain't even gonna say it. I was gonna say, I was gonna say his Bozak. They vapors. They can't get it out their mouth, or they can't. But what I'm gonna really say is they can't keep his name. They can't keep Nuwapu. They can't keep anything that he taught out of their mouths. So all you're doing to the world is making it what? More prevalent.
That's right.
And more prone for people to want to deal with it. But go ahead.
That's right. Because at the end of the day, the word on people's lips is duck this and duck that, duck this and duck that. Some people are making career out of it and not being honest and being dishonest and not claiming that the whole of their information, whether it be debunking or in his favor, is from him. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I said to these people like Chuck Morgan and these type of things, that it depends after school, because obviously you didn't learn enough. You know what I'm saying? And I feel if you feel you're going to debunk something, you're going to have to go fully in. You're going to have to immerse and emerge. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think they did that because
I
some
don't
have
think
left and
it didn't matter if they stayed in the school or not. They still would have been
nah,
followers. They
that's
still would
right.
have been worshiping.
It was a test
They
and
was
some failed.
that. Like even if I go with what they say about him being locked up, if he was free today, all those people would still be on his nuts, and they'll still be in the community, and they'll still be writing the books and selling the books and passing it on, whatever. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Editing, they'd have still been a part of it.
Hmm.
But being that he was away from you for so long, his presence wasn't no longer with you. You lost. You woke up. The spell broke for you in the sense that, hold up, I was worshiping a man the whole fucking time.
That's
I
right.
missed the whole message.
That's correct.
This shit is fake.
Yeah.
Why? Because he ain't here. He told you he wasn't gonna be here. He told us he wasn't gonna be around for when his time comes. He said that niggas was gonna do exactly what they're doing now. Words, just like I'm showing his words, I can go dig up some other shit and show the words where he said the same thing to other people, that it wasn't for everybody. He wasn't talking to everybody, just like he just said on that audio. He knew who was there at the time when the Holy Tablets dropped. So he knew, just like in the beginning of that Holy Tablet when he dropped it, it said, if you read a paragraph of this or a sentence and you have not grasped it or it doesn't resonate with you, it's not for you. Because this Holy Tablet is not for everyone. And that's what he said. It's not for everyone. He came for a certain few. Elect, elite, whatever word you want to use. Chosen. Few.
That's right. 144,000.
Huh?
Be exact. 144,000 to be exact.
Yeah, 144,000, which come out to be 9.
9.
We're dealing with the 9, the 9 dimensions, the 9 beings, the 9 news.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And not to say there ain't more, but that's the principle of the school. The principle is dealing with the 9 and the 6.
That's right.
The 9 and the 6, which is the same, which makes 8. You know what I mean? Build and destroy this motherfucker.
Hmm.
But yeah, McCool, you was saying some good. You was on the mark with what you said, because these dudes still need to study. They still they got to the point where, like he said, it turned niggas into atheists. He said it. You had atheists, you had Muslims, you had Yorubists.
Yeah.
You had all these people within that school.
Yep.
That was on. So is he the leader of all Nuwabians? No, because some individuals, like he said, went out and did their own thing.
Yep.
Or other individuals that already knew about Nuwapu or Nupu was already spreading their own science of it. But my thing is this: if this man did so much plagiarizing and taking people's shit at that time, and as prominent as he was, why nobody stepped forward and said nothing to him? Why none of these people that y'all claiming he plagiarized stepped up and booked them?
They still on the shelf.
Hmm.
They wouldn't be able to allow. They wouldn't be allowed to sell them with an ISBN number or any of those things.
Yeah. But let's get
and don't say he wasn't known like that. That he wasn't prevalent, because he was already from the 70s and the 60s before he even got to the 80s or the 90s. And he did all most of that heavy work in the 90s. So that Nuwapu work. So now, why nobody stepped forward and stepped to him?
Hmm.
Why nobody spoke to him?
Why none of y'all stepped to him? Since some people are claiming to be his right-hand man, they discussed the books before he wrote them and blah, blah, blah. But that's odd, because y'all say y'all came in 95 and 96s and, you know, left in 2011 and 2010. You know what I'm saying? And you missed all of that information.
And why you wait so long to 2011 and 10?
Exactly.
Because you were so weak, you allowed some individual to whisper in your ear, whisper. Nakaz, he always told us to pay attention for the whisperers. You know what I mean? Listen out for the whisperers. The Nakaz is out here. The whisperers, they out here. And they go get you if you ain't on point. And they got niggas. Niggas wasn't on point and the whisper got them. They listened to someone else because they couldn't stand on their own. That's what he was teaching us to do. Stand on our own individuality, recognize and identify who we are, and wake up. Yourself individually. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Dudes act like they don't know what the word reformer. They keep leaving that out. They don't say he said he was the reformer or the translator or the comforter. They don't say that. They don't use those words, those exact words he used when he told us he was taking other people. He in the HTM school, we was known as the Judaist scholars, man. See, a lot of people don't even indulge into that. A lot of Nuwapians too. I don't hear nobody, all these people that were there, I don't hear nobody bring these points that I be saying. He said we was Judaist scholars, meaning that he had people digging for information on a 24/7, digging up any and all information pertaining to what he came to teach or what he had to say, what he had to reform. And he reformed that work that they found to go along with whatever was in his mind already to put out. Because like he said, motherfuckers don't take nothing on face value from a black man. No one's gonna leave. Even the blacks are not gonna, even my own people are gonna go against me and not. So I have to show, he had to show other works in the makings that was surrounding his work to show you that, look, I didn't make these words up. He never claimed to own none of that. He may have claimed his books that he wrote, he reformed, he revised, but he did not claim their book. He didn't claim Zechariah's book. You know what I mean? He didn't say Zechariah was 100% correct. He never said that.
No.
When you look at their works, him, David Icke, and all these other people, they refer to all Anunnakis as reptilians. Nigga, I'm going at it with Nab on Facebook. This nigga got the nerve to tell me the holy tablets come from the Uranta book. Now, anyone that if he was talking to a nigga that never read the Uranta book, he'd have won that. See? But on my 5-year bid, I read the whole Uranta book. And there's nothing in there, dialogue whatsoever, word by word, or any type of play or plagiarism. Because he would have to play that, because the Uranta book is bigger than the Holy Tablet, first of all, and it got more pages. I don't know about the third one, but I know the first two, the Uranta book is bigger than those two books put together. It's over something like 2,000 and some pages, man. And a lot of the stories are repeats. And they talk about colors of yellow, blue, green, orange, purple beings from Adolphus' time, but they never speak on a brown. You know what I mean? Or Nubian. They got every color but all black. They don't speak on black or brown, but it's every other color: yellow, orange, red, purple, blue. You know what I mean? Now, they do speak upon traveling in different dimensions. They do speak upon supposing when you die or you transcend or you ascend, that they neutralize you, take you, wake you up, neutralize you, get your mind, your shit back together. Then they sit you in a room, supposedly, and they play this projector your whole life that you incarnated in, and they show you the contract they show you the contract you signed before you left to go on that mission, and why you went on that mission, and where you made your mistakes, if you failed or whatever. Some go back. Now the angel Michael Murdoch in there is the only one that went back, and he's known to be like 1,000 beings in this book, where he's the overall, where he done broke the matrix in the whole system, where he was able to come back anytime he wanted, anybody's time, and change things and do things up. They speak about Jesus being in there. They say Jesus is I think, if I get it, I don't want to get it wrong, I believe they say he's Michael. He's the angel Michael also, or Melchizedek. Because they say Michael was the only being that was able to split itself into any being or any person he wanted to be. You know what I mean? So there's a part in there where they speak about that. They speak about him rising from the tomb, the angels rolling the tomb, whatever, that him never really. This is just a whole bunch of shit bullshit in the Uranta book, man. I mean, it's some good shit, but those beings are different beings from a different star constellation. The lady that wrote the Uranta book is supposed to be in contact with some beings from I don't know, it's Aldebaran or Pleiades, one of these different star constellations. This lady is that wrote the Uranta book. She said she was in tune with an angel. I think Angel Michael and the angel brought that book. But that's for, like Doc said, there's different race. He said we're not the only 144,000, and we're not the only ones that have their own God or species or Most High. Not for every human. These are certain humans that are incarnations, or they're humans. They were part of an experiment with different various beings that came to this same solar system, the same planet, and did the same genetics, gene splice experiments as the Anunnakis did, or Anu and Inky and them did. You know, but Doc always told us, so he said, you may not even be a part of my 144,000. You may not even be a part of this. You may be part of a whole nother 144,000. That each one of them got their own Messiah, their own Most High, you know, or their own Jesus, or whatever. You know what I mean? So this lady there, and he always told us that there are beings that are contacting these Europeans on a regular. This is why they're the ones that came out with a lot of the books, as far as conspiracy theories and alienated books of that nature, because they're the ones that are being contacted by these aliens mostly. Different other aliens. Us, you know, we were shut off for 400 years, period. I mean, we were shut off for a certain point in time. But I don't want to hog the airway, but the nigga, but the Ned, you know what I mean? First he says he believes in aliens. Oh, I know his aliens exist, you mean? Allah speaks about them in the Quran as jinns, but he don't only label the jinns aliens. And how do you know that he's saying that the jinns are aliens? There are jinns that are part of the angel order too. Not all jinns were sent down to earth or kicked out of the heavenly bodies. You're not just talking to anybody. Like he tried to tell me, oh, you're not talking to a fool. I was tricked when I was a kid to believe, oh, well, you still being tricked. You still a kid. You still a fool. Because you allow someone else to whisper in your ear and divert you off your path. Because how can you in one breath say that, oh, not all the dark shit is fake, but y'all sitting here saying all this shit is, or is non-true, but y'all saying on video shows that everything he said was false, everything he taught was a lie, everything he taught was plagiarized. But then when you catch them up in it, like Chuck, he got his moments. He'll even say, well, I'm not saying the Bureau don't exist. So what are you saying, nigga? What are you debunking? I don't understand you niggas.
Exactly.
I don't understand you niggas. He said that live on this show that time when he was on Sixth Dynasty. You know what I mean? He said that to Malachi. I'm not saying that when we was doing the pre-thing. I'm not saying, I ain't saying that the Bureau didn't exist. Don't try to fool my word, you trick your own words up and fool yourself. Because first of all, for one thing, you say these beings don't exist. And New Inky and all these people don't exist. But then you want to say they exist, right? But what you want to change is your beef is about gold being minded in a Sumerian text. Like you take one thing and try to make it seem like everything else is false behind it. And that's not even false because you don't even speak cuneiform. You don't even know how to translate the Sumerian text. So how are you even going to say the story is in there? In the Sumerian text that they use, those couple of clay tablets that they use from the Gilgamesh epics or the Enuma Elish or the Heteracid, you know what I mean? These are only certain clay tablets that the Europeans put on display to be translated. That's not even the complete story of the mission to planet Earth or the Anunnaki's mission to the Earth. Huh? So how y'all get all that? Because like the man just said in his own video, and like he said in person, and I was there to verify it, to hear it and hear him say it, that he never even gave us the full stories and the full truths. He always told us that the Anunnaki story was a made-up story, man. Damn, he always said the Gilgamesh epics, the Enuma Elish, are all reiterated stories from pre-dynastic times that throughout different periodics of centuries and decades, these recordings were passed on and the stories got lost or changed. He said the Bible plagiarized from those tablets and changed the stories up. So now you have a story way before then. So if you're talking about, if y'all standing on a cuneiform on the Sumerian text, you're still not standing on the original stories. You're still not standing on the original text. Because when you speak about these beings, they never wrote none of this shit down. The only people that wrote it down were those that they mingled with and they married with and had babies with. And their family, their children, those that came later wrote these stories down. They made hieroglyphics. The demigods. Or the Anunnakis. Or whatever name you want to call them, the Elohim. Whatever name, and that ain't even their original names. So that was just a step to open your door, my man. That was just a step to open your mind because if you was perceiving light wave messages at that time when the vortexes were open, or any time in that period of the 90s, this information was being downloaded to certain individuals. But we didn't know the whole complete science of it in stories. They just told us we was a certain person, or we come from a certain lineage. We come from a certain line, and they said there's someone out there, find them. But I was told directly, find the ones in the white. And this is in the 90s, 93 when I walked in the vortex. And I was a 5% at the time. And I was told that the 5% is not my true family in school of light. Yeah, they're right as so far as saying that they're gods, but that's not the whole truth either. But I already knew that. Being that I'm not a person that just takes everything on first value. Just because I said I was a 5% or a part of 5% nation, then that didn't mean I agree with that whole doctrine. Because I rebelled against a lot of those teachers. I was one of the gods that always added on verifications to it. Like, hold on, that shit ain't complete. Because it got to be some more science behind this. Nigga, and my brother, who was one of the first 9 bronze in Staten Island, taught me that. to be opens, and he got that from Iman Isa. You're a universal. He said, never say you're just a 5%. Say you 5% is your tree of light, where your tree of knowledge came from, where it first started. My foundation was that, where I was woken up at. But you're a universal God. You study everything under the sun, moon, star. Every religion on this planet is a part of our people. Those are stories that are plagiarized and changed. Why you not calling the white man a plagiarist? Why you not calling Zechariah Stitchin a fucking plagiarist? Or anybody else that so-called translated these stories or put it in their own sayings? Because you can't translate cuneiform or Sumeric text and put it in English completely with a whole meaning. The only person that got the closest and did it the best is Dot. To give it to you in an English terminology. Even Arabic or the Holy Quran are not even translated in their proper text, man. That's the closest English variations of those words they could give you. Understand that. Neb, Islamic. Oh, I'm Muslim. Well, why are you saying that to me? Well, you Muslim, you Islamic, you would know this. Ain't nothing in its pristine form. Everything was tampered and violated. I never was going to say the Holy Quran. Maybe when I was a baby, and baby signs when I was first getting knowledge and stuff, because that's what we was taught from. Oh, the Holy Quran is 100% fact. But then I had to wake up from that spell and see that. So this is where I say that I had to go back and change a lot of what I was standing on as facts and change it. You know what that's called? Self-admitting. Me admitting to myself that I was wrong. Or that I wasn't wrong, that I didn't have the whole truth. You feel me? And one would have to do that with themselves. You would have to have us, because that's what it's about. Niggas gonna have to have a, this is what my brother y'all well keep always trying to say to y'all. Nigga, you gonna have to sit down and have a self-to-self one day. If you haven't already. You're gonna have to sit with yourself. This is what it says when it says your tongue is gonna talk on you, your eyes are gonna tell on you, your deeds are written in your right hand. That's yourself telling on yourself, nigga. You're sitting with yourself, having a self-to-self. And yourself is judging you, not no Most High, not no God, not no Allah, or anybody else you want to believe in. You judging your own motherfucking self. But there is a council of judges to judge you also with a scale up. But it's by your own deeds and actions. So who's condemning who? Yourself is condemning yourself. You know what I mean? My fault, McCool. You want to jump in there?
Yo, you said it all, man. But yeah, man. I wanted to get back to these guys. Well, it's the same thing anyway.
Yeah, get back to
you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, like, them guys were being dishonest, man. They put up videos of a conversation we had.
Yeah, like right now. Like
so you
right
online
now.
Right now, that's what I was trying to say. Running it again.
I was just waiting to get to that.
On Noon page. And they got a biased audience.
Yeah.
First of all, he calling me Nuapian.
Yeah.
And he running.
Come before all titles.
Matter of fact, yeah, get on that real quick before I get back in there. Get on that nigga with that Razak shit. You non-Arabic speaking, fake translation ass nigga. Because what you wrote on the board was a false.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Farouk had wrote on the board.
And Neb saved your ass.
Go ahead. He said he was breaking down risk. They say that he gets master teacher gets from the Arabic word razak. And he wrote on the board, he was getting ready to explain the word risk, but he had or razak. He had the letters Ra Zayn, and Noon written on the board.
Wow.
When Razak is spelled with Ra, Zayn, Qaf. So
right? Okay.
no, Qaf is like the Q sound.
Okay.
Yeah. But he had Noon, which is a N sound. So how you know, and then when Neb came on, he started talking about it, Razak, in more detail as far as the lettering, and so all of a sudden Farouk had to go because his camera wasn't working, yada yada yada.
Yeah, it's messed up. He did.
Yeah, but
he said, "You see, he got stuck." He said, "You started listening."
He started thinking, eyes tell everything,
like,
honey.
Yeah, his eyes told on him. Like, hold up, I said something wrong.
Right.
And Neb didn't tell him he was wrong. He just came behind him.
He was explaining his side as far as his understanding of what he was trying to explain. But even in his explanation, he used the word barazak, which comes from razak. It's just with a ba in the beginning. Yeah. So that didn't disprove anything. Furthermore, niggas, you don't record somebody, especially when they ask you, are you recording? And you say no.
Exactly.
I asked you where you recorded because some funny fugazi, I just felt it.
I did too. That's why I didn't even
I
talk
just
that
funny
much
fugazi,
that night.
but it
I
ain't
knew
nothing.
That nigga Monty was recording.
Right.
One of the niggas.
And you saying that you came in there recording. You had, that was your intention. He on the channel saying that he came in there, he decided not to do the debate because he didn't like our energy. So what was your reasoning for recording? Before we didn't have no discussion with no energy.
Yep.
And nigga, run your mouth and tell them you tired of Tarnoon. I got mad, the witnesses, you know what I mean? You tired of this thing with him talking about Malachi Z. York, you just want to get to the end of that. Did you tell him that part? That part.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? But not even on a gossip. Like, how you gonna record somebody's conversation?
First of all, that's illegal.
It's illegal, and you're putting it on your channel. Number two, that makes it more illegal. But I'm not mad at anything that I said because I speak
niggas,
truth.
we could flag it. That's why he put it on his on his other channel.
Yeah.
Not his
channel. Going live with it right now.
Yeah, but he don't care.
And they trying to clown my brother Malachi.
Yeah.
They're not playing the parts when they were getting smart and nasty. Yeah. They skipped over all of that. Chuck getting nasty. First of all, that was a grown man you talking to. You want respect? He said, I'm going to let you know when to speak. You said it a few times. After a while, like, who are you talking down to? And yeah, I did try to break it up and said, let them talk for a minute. Let them talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you still kept talking in a condescending way. Don't matter if you weren't hollering or not. Come on, let's stop playing these games.
Y'all niggas try to say disrespectful shit in a calm manner and think niggas don't catch it.
And you keep classifying. First of all, they calling me Alanis. First of all.
Exactly.
No. And then second of all, you know what I'm saying? Be a man about it. If you gonna record, what's the snake shit about? They'd be like, look, I'm gonna record this for further. What's the snake shit? If it was all about positivity and getting something done and trying to settle the conversation, yada yada yada. You didn't want to talk about the language part.
Yeah.
You said let's do that on another separate debate. You said you would bring us on the channel before do a separate interview with us by ourselves.
He wanted to do that. He's so-called. I should have recorded that. So-called saying that he did
it's recorded in his mind. See, karma doesn't just work because
you own research, you know what I mean? And he see a lot of discrepancies in
he said it out his mouth.
York's case. And that's why he stopped going so hard against him and started bringing his platform and he said he called himself trying to get away from that Chuck Morgan Tarnoon shit, but he a fucking two-faced, yellow, pissy ass lying Ohio nigga. You's a fraud, nigga. You're not real. And I was trying to give you a little props.
He talking about it was getting too violent. No, this nigga talking about he
This
can put
nigga
on
talking about
his
5.
gloves
Let's go in the ring and
and do
I
all
show
of
up
that. That
anywhere.
part is not
I
playing.
show up anywhere.
Boxing
Come
license.
on.
And you let him explain it. No, all I was saying to the young brother, he threatening me. No, nigga, you kept disrespecting him, talking down to him like he was a little fucking kid, and he got tired of it. You know what I mean? You gonna
And
let
then
him
you try
talk,
to check me.
nigga? Like
you didn't even allow me to speak. You kept trying to check me after I put you on the map. Come on, let's keep it real. You learned that cuneiform from someone else. Now anybody. Let's go back to the books. I was talking about books, and I'm gonna just say this: any scientific book, it's called scientific theory. Any scientific article has discoveries from other scientists.
Yep.
And then the new scientist expounds on what the previous scientists discovered.
That's right.
Period.
ain't that plagiarism? If you take somebody else shit and upgrade it, no. You know what I mean? I don't see that as plagiarism. I see it as what he said he was, the reformer. I see him coming to revise and reiterate and upgrade what was already in existence. And that's all he did. All he did was take everything that was a part of us or a part of our story and put it in its proper format. See, you want to talk about plagiarism? Why y'all don't talk about the part when he took Theology of Time, the True Light tapes? All that come from Elijah Muhammad.
So Chuck
You know what I
Morgan
mean?
said, real quick, I just want to say, Chuck Morgan said out of his mouth, he wants a real name so he can start filing charges on people.
Yeah, but all your tapes is gonna be admissible in court, my man. And if you want to file charges, these are file charges for y'all illegally taping us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
File charges for what?
You're not supposed to tape no one without their authority or their okay, their consent. And we did not consent to be recorded. We wasn't even on live. So why are you even recording our sessions?
Exactly.
We could record you and then make a spoof video and do all this, but you faggot niggas is the ones that are flag a nigga video, call the police. Y'all niggas is proving
Now,
that you none but agents.
One more thing.
And Marty, you
Now,
a fucking agent too. You fucking with police. You's a police ass nigga.
Now all of a sudden, on my videos, now I got a person out of the blue asking, is he a pedophile? Is Malachi Z. York a pedophile on the Command video? Out of nowhere? Come on. There's some fake stuff. Say it from your page then. Be a man about it.
Yeah,
just like that recording.
Come from my page.
And just like that, be a man about it. I asked y'all.
Even if I share other motherfucker video or play they shit, I don't care. Nigga, if I feel like playing something, I'm gonna play it. If I want to play a song from someone, I'm gonna play it. You know what I mean? You want to flag it, you flag it.
They flagged my channel so bad. They just flagged it. And
my wife makes all her beats original.
Right.
So you can keep on flagging. Cause it ain't gonna get nowhere. Cause everything she makes it herself, nigga. You know what I mean? So keep on flagging, thinking her music come from somebody else's music. No, that's her music.
I'm saying, as far as my videos, I talk about sound therapy. I do mention Malachi Z. York because I deal in truth.
Right.
And he raised a lot of people, period.
With truth.
With truth. Now, if you sped off and you discovered something else, that's what you do.
But like I was saying, I don't see nobody going. The father took the motherfucking 120 from the Nation of Islam. All he added was the alphabet, the 12 Jews, and the mathematics. Ain't nobody saying he plagiarized nothing.
He give him no ideas.
You know what I mean? No, I say
saying.
this because we always say this, but these dudes don't mention that. But you don't mention him talking about theology of time, the True Light tapes. He always told us where he got his ideas from as far as when he did certain things, that because he was paying homage to those before him. And tomorrow I'm gonna finish playing that tape, because on that tape he mentions all the people, even Noble Drew Ali. He says stop saying just Noble Drew Ali and acknowledge him for what he was, the prophet Noble Drew Ali. That's his true title. Stop cutting off the prophet part. So he always gave acknowledgement to those before him and after and around him. Not after, but around him, I meant to say, at that time. Like all that plagiarism, oh, he took this, he took that. He told us he took it and revised it and put it in its proper form. Just like the prophet Yahshua. When you talk about Jesus, when Jesus stepped on the scene, they say he was speaking blasphemy, that his teachers were corrupt. And he was in a church at the time, and a priest was there when they was trying to pass judgment on him and ready to stone him. And the priest said, no, he's speaking from old scriptures. He's speaking from an old text that you niggas don't know about. And this is what happens today. People not prominent on old school teachers or old things of the old, so they don't know where it comes from when another person speaks it. So they classify it and deem it as blasphemy or false or someone making something up.
Okay, so I wanted to say real quick about he has, if we want to talk about affidavits and putting that shit out on people, stuff like that, he got an affidavit out on him for taking a name of another brother from your own, science, your new science. He took Louisa Dope's, information, title, a lot of different things. So
they got an affidavit on him for that.
Yeah, so you got a lot going on to be trying to out, other people. Like I just don't
kill me. Like you call people out, you say
we
shit.
Suffering from cognitive dissonance. No, you are, because I told you repetitively. Go ahead. Okay. Repetitively, but you want to hear what you want to hear, because I'm saying Malachi's in you. That's the cognitive dissonance in you. And I don't care. I would stand with a Nuwapian brother that stands on truth, or Nuwapian sister that stands on truth. I don't go with all that extra shit. You know what I mean? And what stuff they want to make up. You know what I mean? I wasn't part of the cult or whatever word you want to use. But truth is truth. Period.
Islam was
most of the problem, not with it's because it's a black man that's destroying.
Yeah, so it's our own people.
It destroyed that. Those
you don't see no white people making no videos about my Dr. Malachi. You don't see no white people discrediting his information.
If that's the same thing, then we could pull up. I was listening to Afro Unu, what was his name, Johnny Eugene Brown, videos. The science that he's speaking of was spoken about before him. Right. According to what he was talking about, is from what he studied from scientists that came before him that were not black, is where he gathered his information. Period. So,
man, you had Earth, Wind, and Fire and a bunch of others teaching this science,
right?
Which people are just not grasping today. Earth, Wind, and Fire, all through their music was speaking about Nuwapic science, man. The sun, the raising of the air, the water, everything. Man, if you listen to them, that sound therapy, and that's what they was using back then to get to the people. And a world-renowned group. Not just him, it was other people. You know, Doc had a lot of different people in his scrolls and his books that he said was speaking on those science. It was, I forget, it was another brother named um Ross something or Ray something, not the other Rod, not Ross Search, but another brother with the Afro, another Hindu brother. He was what you would call a Swami. You know what I mean? He had different people in there saying they was teaching these different science, man, way before him, or at around the time that he was teaching them. And if you're a black man trying to, in that time trying to show people a science or acknowledge some, you would have to use the white man's or whoever scientist or whoever person that put it out to show that you ain't just make this word up. Because see, before it used to be he made up the word Nuwapu. But now niggas don't fight that no more because they found out that Nuwapu was real. But in the 90s when we was pumping this, when you talk to people, people were saying we was making that up. We was making up Riz. We was making up Noon. We was making up on the Wapo. Oh, you making this up. Where that word came from? But now niggas done dug like he told you to do. Research. See for yourself. You be the judge. Now, if you choose to go with them, that's on you. But don't try to come back and knock him because these people information was out before him, not knowing if he's actually really putting it in this proper form or not. Because you niggas ain't putting out no proof that what he taught us or what was saying was a false or fallacy. You ain't proved it. So now it's proving where Nuwapu come from. It's no longer Nuwapu's not real. He made that up. Now it's real, but he plagiarized it and took it from Eugene John.
Rahul back.
Serious, man. Like you niggas is in it for entertainment. I say Rahul Bhat, bro.
Rahul back.
You know what I mean? Rahul is back.
Rahul is back.
And the crazy. Oh, I wanted to bring that up last night when we was talking. I was watching I was watching Gods of Egypt or that's what it's called, Gods of Egypt. The one where they got Ra in it and Horus and what's that called? Gods of Egypt.
Gods of Egypt. Man.
Yeah. And the part where when Set come on the set and he killed Ra and the dudes come marching down and the soldiers come marching down in the red. Dude, if you listen in the back, if you listen to the chant, they're saying Rahul. I never peeped that until yesterday. So I'm like, oh shit, Rahul. Shit, Rahul is back. And they putting it in the movies like it's right there playing in sight, in your face. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And it's a lot of things, because a lot of that's people looked at that and you're gonna say, well, damn, that movie was plagiarized. Not even plagiarized. That movie wasn't plagiarized. That movie is fake because they changed up the whole story in the science of Ra, Horus, and all of them. The way he got killed, everything. Osiris got killed. They ain't say he got chopped up into mad pieces and all this shit. They don't show none of that. They changed the whole thing, but they gave you a lot of other science in there that dudes wasn't peeping. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna get off that. Get back to what we was talking about. You know what I mean? I just had to say that because I didn't get to say it last night. We was talking, but dudes, man, it Y'all dudes is crazy, man. You sitting up here. Y'all entertainers. Entertainment. This is fun. This is money for you. This is definitely money for money because he's getting paid off it. Not Chuck's getting paid off of it. Tanu getting paid off of it. But these dudes, they ain't nothing but agents, informants, or trying to lead the masses off, but you're not leading nobody nowhere. I don't care how many people watch your videos, how many people agree with you, how many people follow you. On a worldwide scale, on a universal scale, on a life scale, off of this video shit, y'all nobody. Who are you? You know what I mean? The only way someone would know you if they follow this shit on YouTube or they like watching entertainment. You know what I mean? That's the only way they would know you. All right, society, how big are y'all? I need to hear more from you then. Start teaching the people the new science. You spend all these hours making these videos talking about Doc, the master teacher, and him plagiarizing, but you're not teaching the facts of noon science either. You're not taking y'all noon science and putting it beside Doc science and showing where the discrepancies are and what's wrong and what's valid and what's not. Because noon is all through the holy tablets. So why you not in the holy tablets making videos showing your noon science versus Doc noon science?
Good question.
You mad at a man for taking something that was our people, that was a part of us, and putting it on a grand scale for those to judge for themselves or choose what school they from? See, you may think I got a problem with a Muslim. You may think I got a problem with a Yoruba. You may think I got a problem with a Christian or a Hebrew Israelite. But no, I don't judge people as a whole. I judge the individual for what he know and what he stand on. So a lot of niggas, a lot of people are in these schools and don't even know how to practice their own school properly. And all Doc did was say, here's a format, here's a true format for you to follow. If you're going to follow one of our, something that they say that came from us, in its proper form. Or put it on a grand scale for more people to get in tune with it. Because a lot of people wasn't getting in tune with a lot of these things that was taking place back at that time. Like Doc said, at that time, people were still stuck in church or Islam. Those were the two strongest religions out besides Jehovah's Witness and all that other stuff. But we're not even talking about it. We're going to stick to Islam. You know what I mean? And what's the other one I said? I said Christianity. You know what I mean? Because those are the things that really had the rope on our people. We got a lot of people in the Jehovah's Witness movement, but not as so much in Christianity and Islam. You know what I mean? These niggas didn't even want to go leave that and go into what he wanted to go into. And he say this over and over again on many publications, many tapes. He said, I'm trying to go to the next thing. I'm trying to go to the next thing. I'm trying to go to the next thing. If you niggas stop asking me these questions, a lot of times Doc would stop where he was about to put out next just to answer a motherfucker's question. Make whole books on a nigga question. Make a whole scroll on a nigga question. Just because you wanted to question him. Oh, you want to question me? You want to say, all right, here you go. Here's a scroll for you, or here's 360 questions for you. Here you go. And he said this over and over. I'm trying to get to the next thing. I'm trying to get to the next thing. But my people are stuck in this school. This train of thought.
this ideology, this dead book with these dead people in it.
Let me say one thing before I go.
Go ahead, go get busy. Don't just say one thing, say a couple things.
You know, it's going to be a couple of things. Yeah. At the end of the day, yeah, we addressed these guys. These guys, we planned a pre-debate. You get what I'm saying? And most of the questions they were going to bring were from their website. And we had a great time laughing and amused by the level of lack of knowledge that they had. I mean, Chuck Morgan wanted to debunk the word Nibiru, like the master teacher made it up or something like that, which was quite easy to debunk because that's in the front of the Holy Tablets. You know what I mean? So we went into language and linguistics, and Mr. Chuck Morgan was faltering. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about Sumerian. You know what I'm saying? And we was like, what? You said Sumerian? You know what I'm saying? He was like, no. I meant Sumer, you know, because, you know, that was the name previously. And I said to him, where did you learn that from, Mr. Chuck Morgan? You know what I'm saying? Where did you know the difference? Where did you know that it was Sumer? Where did you know it was Nibru? Where did you know what language it was? Where did you learn all that from? Since you was there since 94, you know what I'm saying? And this information predates that. Europeans have been studying Nibiru for 100 years. The master teacher is only 70 plus years old. Do you know what I'm saying? So obviously, the idea and the concept of Nibiru has been around for a mighty long time, at least 30 plus years before the master teacher even existed. So, you know what I mean? Those things are kind of easy to debunk. The other thing is with Zachariah Stitchin, we all know that Zachariah Stitchin was discredited for most of his life. Towards the end of his life, they reverted. The scholars who used to laugh at him now look at him in reverement. Now go and look up Dr. Zachariah Stitchin. You know, he's one of the most revered, you know, language translators, because at the time he was one of the only people who were translating the cuneiform tablets. Those were stuck in the back of a museum for a good 40, 50 years after being discovered or rediscovered.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we was just putting these information and these facts to Chuck. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted to use diversion tactics, talking about, I got boxing license. You know what I mean? What the hell has that got to do with Nibiru? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But what we do know is that even Tarnun, let's turn to Tarnun now, after putting certain information to him and putting aside what he felt on the matter, yeah, he began to ask us, give us answers and ask us questions like, well, if he's not in Supermax, yeah, because he personally didn't agree that he was in there, and the other Ran Farouk believed that there's a set of Nawapians who believe that the master teacher has passed away. He can't tell me which set of Nawapians it is, but he will cling to that fact. The other point was Farouk made was about the Khalifa. He read in the Family Guide about the next Khalifa and these supposed new Wunuwaptilians trying to pick a new Khalifa. So I said, well, unless someone's died, do you know what I'm saying? That Khalifa-ship is none and void at the moment, and it's not even up for debate until the individual has actually physically or whatever you say passed away. You know what I'm saying? So now Tarnu's like, oh, okay, well, where is he? Now these words are words of an agent. You see, 1 minute, how could you spend months, years, you know, defaming the man, saying he's a pedophile, saying he's in custody, blah, 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 all of these type of things, when the facts are, one, if he was in custody, which he isn't, he wouldn't be in there for child molestation because that's not the charge. So for people to keep running around talking about he raped this person, he did this, he did that, there's no proof, physical evidence of such and with. Why they're doing this is only for financial gain. It has nothing to do with the actual, or with the facts. Do you get what I'm saying? Of the master teacher supposedly being in custody. Now, obviously, if New Orleans thought he was passed away, I don't think all this campaign to Obama and his candlelit vigil, maybe the candlelit vigil denotes that, but until I found out otherwise, I don't think that's the case. I think it's just more defaming. I think if you charge someone with 135 years, you can carry that on and it will outlive most of us here. So anyone who could tell the truth after a certain amount of time wouldn't even be alive. Do you know what I'm saying? So people who've joined after a certain type of point, who we call new Warpians, do you know what I'm saying? NEWs. Yeah, I feel sorry for them. Those are the people we're trying to free from this delusion. Do you know what I'm saying? This Maya, this illusion. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just feel that these guys were dishonest. Do you get what I'm saying? I spoke to them politely. I didn't have any bad words to say or whatever. Yes, we can be cheeky. Yes, we can. You know, that's what debate and pre-debate's all about. Now to put that up and say that's how we go on, that's dishonest, obviously, because that was a private hangout that's now turned public. So, you know, Ahmadi can deal with that on his conscience as he will, because it wasn't sanctioned by any of us. So, you know, those little tactics there just show how they're trying to avoid us. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to get into battle with no one, really. They just want to pick the information that we gave to them, which obviously made them think. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was a bit, maybe we might have given too much gems away, because now they want to make a whole series on it. You know what I'm saying? If we are so insignificant, why so many videos?
Right. Why you still ain't do the debate?
Teach your science.
Right. Why you still ain't do the debate?
And that was another question we raised as well. Now, if we take away what the master teacher's achievements and the information and all that, what are you offering?
Right.
Are you offering noon science? What are you offering, Chuck? Are you a Christian?
Right. That's why I don't get people following them. Because
right. What are you
what do they
offering,
believe?
Ahmadi? Yeah.
For I'm following Chuck, and Chuck don't stand for shit.
That's right.
So he's an atheist. Let him tell it. Then all of a sudden, recently when we brought that up, he started talking about somebody he a Christian or something, right? Or something.
Yeah,
he go to church. You go to church or some shit now. Because I dropped that bomb in the video saying that he said it on the video himself. He was an atheist. That, you know, on the phone too. He don't believe in nothing today. So if you don't believe in nothing, why would someone even listen to a person that says they don't believe in nothing? You're against all science.
Oh, this is what he said.
You're against all information then. You're against all religions then.
That's right.
You're against all documentations then. You can't pick and choose if you're an atheist. You don't believe in nothing. So anything you read is a fallacy to you, an atheist. And people are following behind this dude. You want to debunk someone's work when you don't believe in nothing. How is that? How do people rally behind something like that?
And the most plagiarizing thing that we learned from the question Sister Fatima was asking was the fact that what is your research and your methodology based on?
Right.
He said Dr. Malachi Z. York.
Right.
He has nothing of his own to base and to create a structure. Even the 300 questions to ask a new Wapian is still based on the workings and learnings of Dr. Malachi C. York, who they deify. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, we never mentioned him, and that was the first thing out of their mouth and the last thing out of their mouth.
Yeah, it's like,
so, you know,
great big accomplishment with 360 questions to ask the wild.
It's diversion tactics. The red herring they always like to throw up. That is the red herring.
Oh, that's a red herring. Oh, that's a straw man.
Yeah, Doc is the red herring. Because
that's a
every time straw man argument, but every time we bring facts or we ready to pull them up, and we're saying this is why the debate couldn't continue.
You don't believe in sovereignty and UCC and all that shit. So how you saying straw man? You don't believe in the fictitious entity.
Exactly.
So how you using some? Yeah.
You supposedly free, and if you that free, I don't know why your ass is in Hawaii. Do you get what I'm saying? If you got boxing license, you got all these things, and you feel comfortable in your own skin, why you hiding?
Yeah, he tried to say that was he tried to say that people he said that we all threatened him, which is lies. We threatened his life.
No,
Well, pull it. Play the tape.
That's a lot. He said he was.
But they go on the part when he was talking nasty.
I think he misconstrued. What he did, he misconstrued.
How many of us threatened him, and what did we say?
I didn't threaten him. He knows I didn't threaten him.
I was the one trying to exactly. Even if it wasn't,
he's trying to go over what Malachi said, but he's trying to disrespect what he said.
Yeah, I know.
Malachi
that was a misunderstanding. He misunderstood what Malachi said. He misunderstood what Malachi said.
Yeah, he's trying to put another light.
Malachi told him that nigga, you couldn't walk in Brooklyn
saying all of that.
Saying all that shit. Cause you know they'll tear you. He said you know they'll tear your ass up.
Yeah.
So cut it out, my man.
And he said he would like to meet him.
Yeah, he said I would like to meet up with you and get in the ring and go a couple rounds. I'm a master, or I studied Taekwondo, so all this.
Well, actually, no, that wasn't it. It was actually the premise of I would like to meet you and we can discuss this in person. And Chuck made the point that he had recently been in DC.
Yeah, that part. Yeah,
so
that part.
I mean, and to see family. So that was the point he was trying to make. But at the end of the day, we knew, you know, you're back in Hawaii talking trash. You get what I'm saying? Right. Talking about boxing license and
What I said first was, nigga, you wouldn't say that in my face.
That's right.
Because he was talking condescending.
He kept telling him, "I'd let you know when you could talk."
Yep.
Yeah.
Nobody was saying for that.
I finished,
even at the end, he even left with a passing remark.
Like, you don't get that props over here, nigga.
He even did it to me. So what's the difference?
You get that props on the money show.
Every time somebody started talking and he wanted to say what he was saying, you got to mute one of your mics, Elijah.
And that's
when he wanted to say what he was saying, he cut you off.
That's right.
Period.
Yeah.
And kept on his stroll.
I knew them niggas was recording. That's why I wasn't saying nothing.
I can say what I was, but I didn't say anything wrong, so it doesn't matter. They're just putting another hue on whatever.
They kept trying to find out what we was going to talk about because they know we was going to destroy their ass.
Yeah, no, I mean, as I said, every single point they tried to make or what their premise was.
Giving up what he was going to do.
No, what it was, Malachi brought up about him being in a cult that they do masturbation. He's in a masturbation cult. That's what it was. Malachi brought up about him being in a masturbation cult.
He was going to show all these niggas' characters.
And all of the information that he gathered because of that cult that Chuck Tarnoon belongs to.
He admitted, no, he was expressing himself to them on their, what's his name, on their site. He was on Facebook. He was expressing his issues he was having with fucking beating off out of control, the magazines and videos and shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's the Destiny. The Destiny cult.
That's pedo tendencies, my man. That's cool.
That's some other shit. That's some other shit.
His exact words were, that's not what we're here for, though.
Right.
Yeah. So he playing it now.
Yeah.
Ironically, he playing it now. That whole thing y'all talking about. He playing it right now.
Yeah, we already know. That's why we talking about it. But ain't nobody cared, nigga. You got your whole crew. You know what I mean? But that's what it really was.
Y'all still ran. Y'all niggas is chickens. You cowards. Because I don't care what happened.
That's right.
I'd have still did the debate. I wouldn't have ran from it. I would have made the person let they self look like a fool if that's how they was gonna act. But y'all knew y'all didn't want no smoke with us, to tell the truth. You knew we was the wrong Nuwapians, or so-called Nuwapians, because we ain't Nuwapians to be fucked with.
Yeah. I told him class is over. Y'all failed. Y'all failed class, man. Y'all didn't even graduate.
Y'all know we was gonna bust it. Farouk, you definitely was gonna get destroyed by 5.
He was gonna get that work easy. He got dealt with.
Look, they say Prince York is a pathological liar, right? His actions speak for itself. But if that's the case, why you believe what he said when he said that his father calls him on the regular? That's what Homegirl said, and I'm looking at the chat. That's what Homegirl said. Homegirl was like, well, Prince said that his father, he's a pathological liar. So how you know you're not lying? Why is it true when he's just to go against? Because Malachi said, well, he ain't in there. And you're like, what do you mean in there? I don't, the man is in there. Dwight York is in there. How? Prove it. Prove it. Homegirl, so his son, Prince York, said she talks to him. How, you believe the pathological liar now?
Right.
You believe that. He said that. That's true. The lawyer goes to see him. Tell that bitch to show a motherfucking picture.
It's funny that
tell her to show a motherfucking picture. Show her to show a statement, something that says, I just visited the prison. You get something. You leave with something that indicates you were there. If you go into the store and you purchase, if you go into the store, you go to the store for the purpose of what? 9 out of 10. You go into the store for the purpose of purchasing something. So you come out with evidence that you purchased something from the store or that you was in the store. Yeah, I got a receipt. Know what I'm saying? If you go to visit somebody in a penitentiary, you come out with something that indicates, or you can come out with something that indicates that you were there.
You put money on their books.
Something.
For that, you get
something.
You get a picture. You gotta take a picture. You want to take a picture. You get a receipt for the picture you was taking.
And I said,
a fucking flyer.
I said we can't deal with that because at the end of the day, we're only dealing with things we can actually quantify and prove. And if they wanted to go into the prison thing, at the end of the day, they had to leave that alone and say, where is he? That's the crux to that argument. Where is he? They knew they couldn't bring the Liberia thing because we ain't dealing with that. They knew they couldn't bring the Partarat and actual facts because I stated in the beginning, if you're dealing with that, that ain't us. Yeah. And even if anything, I agree on that part, on that premise, you keep busting their ass. Because you see us busting their ass, you get what I'm saying, on the same premise. You get what I'm saying? But as far as it comes to the supposed old information, you get what I'm saying? That's right and exact. And they know it. You get what I'm saying? So now it leaves only minimal things they could do. You know, in the whole holy tablets, you telling me Chuck only found the word Nibiru to debunk. That's fine. We could deal with that. Do you get what I'm saying? It was going to be small potatoes. We was actually disappointed because in the pre-debate, we can destroy everything you're coming with. So we were trying to say to them, look, come with better questions. Do you get what I'm saying? Because those old dead questions, you've done about 300 videos, 6 hours and 7 hours long of the same thing. We dealing with what's actually factual. If you can bring actual proof, bam, this is the nigga, as my brother Yahuel said, yeah, bring a photo, bring some evidence, go in the car park, do something. You get what I'm saying? Have a visiting slip, something. You got VO, you get what I'm saying? Visiting order. We know how it works. You get what I'm saying? And no more phone calls all of a sudden. Just via, letter via, this via. Look, man, we stop playing this game. You know what I'm saying? Prove he's there. That's it.
Projected false shit. He project false shit from this area over here. Know what I'm saying? Niggas over here don't deal with that shit that the Nuwabians be on. Know what I'm saying? Niggas don't believe none of that shit. We don't believe that the Patarak and the actual facts come from him. Know what I'm saying? So don't kick that shit, that the actual fact Patarak. We don't deal with that shit. Know what I'm saying? We're not into that shit. Know what I'm saying? The letters and all that, we're not into that shit. We don't believe that shit. We don't believe that the reason why they put him in there from the Nuwapian aspect, we don't believe that the reason why he's in there was to prevent him from raising us up. Well, if that's the case, then how the fuck is he still flowing information? How are they allowing him to still flow information out of the system to the people and it reaches y'all and it's raising y'all? What's the purpose? They might as well let him the fuck out if that's the case. If that was the purpose for them running down on him and locking him up because it was to prevent him from raising us up to that degree we're supposed to be getting at or what have you. You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit.
Yeah. That's why I said
don't believe no shit like that.
Doc's the red herring. So when he talks about red herring, that's who the red herring is. It's dark. You know what I'm saying? Because everything leads to a red herring. No answer at the end. You get what I'm saying? As far as they're concerned, they can keep on going in this perpetual motion of a Liberian identity, a passport, yeah, those Nuwapians, they messed up. They made some false documents, and now you can keep busting their ass, but that's gonna get boring, man. Let's get to the information. Somewhere you don't want to go. Let's get to spirituality. What do you feel about that information? Not about what you know, because you don't know nothing, it seems, Chuck. You get what I'm saying? Intellectually.
That information, the feeling that they got from that information led them to that. That's why they were a part of that.
That's right.
What happened was they were affected mentally because of what happened. You don't think that the government has agencies to sit around and if they could control the weather part, you don't think that they could sit around and control the vibration in you from events, from TV shows, from news reports, from traumatic events?
Shit, simple. Just a couple years ago, they was telling people when Jay-Z and them dropped "Watch the Throne," the first video, they had to put after a couple days they had to put a thing on the video. If you have seizures, don't watch the video because the video was programmed and controlled and having people going to shock and shakes and seizures.
Epilepsy.
So don't sit here and say it's not possible because they would have never put on the video. If you suffer from seizures or and certain things, do not watch this video.
I'm saying like,
with the throne and all the lights flashing and everything. Just
I'm saying, yeah, but I'm saying
how they control.
Yeah, but I'm saying that to say that when you're not in control of your spirituality,
right,
or your spirit,
because I watched the video and didn't have a seizure.
But what I'm saying, when you're in control of your spirit, then you will still stand in the truth, regardless of what if somebody's saying somebody's a pedophile. I know Malachi's not here right now on the call now. But what he was saying, I'm going to stand beside what he was saying, regardless of the tones in which he was saying, because he was still speaking truth.
Right. Right. And
regardless of the light that they're trying to pay on Makub, me, him, whoever. Truth is, I mean, that might be a simple saying to some people, but you know, there is entities that control energies. Come on. They deal with astrology, astronomy, with the new science, right? The new science deals with all of that. We know that the star system called Zodiac that you're born under are energies that are personality traits in people, right? So if somebody creates a wave, like sound waves on TV, or even words create sound waves and fear and ego and all of those things, why wouldn't somebody sit around if they don't want these people to get together or whatever? Because that's what happened when it all went down. Everybody split up and got, that's what happened. Just be real with yourself. The truth is freeing. That feeling, that spiritual feeling you got when you were teaching or whatever led you there. Be honest with that. It ain't got nothing to do. Just sit around and just talk about another man all day. What are you doing? Y'all really feeling like y'all got y'all groupies, and you teaching them more self-hatred, period.
That's all y'all niggas is teaching. Hatred and separatism. Because you're not even teaching what your science is. You're not even teaching new science. You're not making, like I said, you're even making no videos teaching new science, my nigga, nothing. If everything Doc teaches is false, why you're not out teaching what's right?
And we build with people that deal with new science.
Yeah, we build with everybody. We got all type of people in our place, just like y'all do. But It's different. It's real. You know what I mean? We recognize each other because we can recognize each other by our characters within ourselves.
It's a feeling.
What
It's
we
a
show
spirituality.
is right.
It's the
It's
ways.
sound reasoning is right. Experience. You know what I mean? By a person's tone, by what a person says, what a person texts, how we could come to a disagreement and an agreement, how we could recognize similarities in things.
And that's what he was teaching. The similarities in the stories.
Right. That's what he was
in
teaching.
all different levels to create the one.
That's what he's still teaching.
Yeah,
That's what that's what he's still motherfucking teaching. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's still motherfucking teaching. They be like, where was he? Where's he teaching it at? Where's he at?
your
Fuck you
business.
mean? He's still teaching this shit now.
Right. You find them, nigga. That's what you.
I'm listening to that shit. I'm like, man.
And it
He
ain't no
teaching it now. Nigga talking what he did, 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 what he did. What do you mean what he did? What he doing now? He doing it right now.
If he was that under the niggas in jail got these tablets.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have the holy. You can't get 5% of lessons in prison.
Well, they just changed the state law in New York that you can.
That you can,
Yeah.
but for a minute you
They get
couldn't.
magazines but for years you couldn't.
You couldn't.
That just happened a couple years ago. You know what I mean?
But my thing is,
But,
when you talk about
I had my tablets when I whole 5 piece I was in the motherfucker.
right,
I had
that's what
I had the tablets with me, the tablets, books, all that shit.
Early 2000, niggas walking on the island going to court with their holy tablets teaching.
Yeah.
I remember. Feds everywhere.
That's how I work. That's how I did when I went to court.
Everything. What you say?
I said that's how I did when I went to court. I had the tablets. I had all my strolls. I won't play no games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm out.
Wanted me that show them.
Take that power with me, because like Doc just said on that video, my power is not in my hands. It's not in my mouth. It's in my words, in my writings, in my books. That's where the power's at.
And that's what I said before.
He always told us that.
This is what I said before. Remember when I said that to Brother Lowy that the holy tablets is the only thing admissible in court. You know what I'm saying? So that applies to that noon science. You can't take the noon science into court. They'll lock your ass up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't take that Hebrew Israelite. You can't take none of that stuff into court. You can't. But what is actual factual? You know what I'm saying? You can take the holy tablets and you can prove your point. You know
Like your ass up, man. You go straight to the slammer.
Yeah.
The fuck is this? Get your ass in there, nigga.
Afro Unu ain't here to defend it. You said he's dead, nigga. Get your ass in jail. Yeah? We didn't play with you. We didn't play with you. So if the person who wrote or who translated the holy tablets, if they were fake or improper and couldn't be used in a courtroom for those facts, but they're proven facts, obviously. You know, because even the courtroom is based on a religious book.
Yep.
It could be the Bible or blah blah blah, but you got the Bible correctly translated, so you know they ain't gonna dispute you on that point. They ain't even gonna dispute you on the identity, the complexion, the ethnicity of anyone in there, including themselves. So you can prove who they are, yeah, and prove that you are the original people just from that holy tablets. You can go to war with that. You can't go to war with any of them any of that other information. That's why we ask you again, what are you selling? Other than Dr. York, what are you selling? Whether you defaming or you trying to make a bonus or you trying to make t-shirts or dolls or whatever, you know what I'm saying? What are you selling?
Oh, that's another thing that's why I'm gonna finish playing that tape. Doc say that his niggas out here making money off of him, his name, his features, all that. But bro, you missed it earlier, y'all, when I said they The nigga Nab gonna tell me Doc plagiarized the holy tablet from the Uranta book. You ever read who on here read the Uranta book before?
Me, I did.
I did too.
Yeah.
On my 5 year,
huh?
on my 5 year bed, there's no way you could correlate it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, the
aspect.
the Urantha has a lot of information that's in the tablets in the Urantha. A
What?
lot of the information that's in the tablets is in the Urantha. It's in the book. The Ethereans and all that is spoken about in there.
Oh no, I ain't say that part. I said all that earlier.
Yeah, that's in there. Dawood is the one that Dawood has the book. Dawood is the one that blessed me with the book and let me hold it so I could read it. And that shit is crazy because the night he gave it to me, me and Tamu was watching a movie and the book that fell off the shelf was the Urantia book in the movie. The night he gave the right Dawood gave it to me. I never knew about. I heard about the Ethereans or came in, by way of Dr. York, but I never knew anyone else was using the terminology of the Ethereans, and I read the Urantia. I was like, oh shit, mad.
What year the Uranta book was published? I forgot, but I know it's a white lady that wrote it. And she got a following, and she deals with a whole nother star constellation of angels that she said she in tune with. But
She told the Ethereans or Ethereans. She told Ethereans. She was speaking about.
Yeah, she was speaking from a different aspect. She wasn't speaking from us. They was dealing with themselves. You know what I
Of
mean?
course, but it correlates when you're dealing with the Ethereans. You know what I'm saying when you're dealing with the etheric, they all correlates when you deal with the etheric science or information. You know what I'm saying because it applies. That shit definitely applies because that book is powerful. That book is powerful and should be read.
No, I was gonna say it resonates, but it's not for us. You know what I mean? That's why I got from reading it. When I was reading it, I was like, "Oh, it's powerful. It got a lot of shit in it." Because I read the whole thing. It's a lot of pages too. That joint is a lot of pages. I can't even remember the number of pages. That thing is thick. But huh?
I was gonna see if y'all ever read The Keys to Enoch. I forgot the dude's name, but I used to dive in on The Keys to Enoch.
I heard of it.
Yeah, he talks about all that stuff too, like Etherians, light beings, etc. Like I mean, like the brother G said, man, it's so much books. I got a whole collection.
When did that come out? When did that come out? When was that published? Because the
I'm gonna check it out right now.
Urantia came out before that. Let me look that up. Matter of fact, because that came out way before Malachi.
It's like
you know what I'm saying?
It was like when Mother Sophia was breaking that down. She was speaking about Ethereans and the dimensions and a whole lot of other beings that's just now coming into play now. I acknowledged something the other day. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it went right to the Matrix, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
This one came out in 1999, and you said look up the Ethereum.
Oh yeah, well that's the Urantia.
Urantia.
Urantia, yeah, the Urantia, yeah. Well, that's 99. That's way after. That's way after Dr. York. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about before him. You know what I'm saying? Before he started addressing or going into it.
It was 1924 and 1955.
Was revised. Okay.
And they don't really know who the author is. They said the authorship is
exactly.
a matter of speculation.
Yeah.
See
exactly.
now,
Dawood got.
Now, if you get the catalog book, they got a picture of an old white lady with white hair, and they say she's the ones that's translating it and keeping it up to date. And she's in touch with these aliens today.
Urantia, that's a powerful book.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Have you ever read The Science of the Mind too? That's a good book too. That was in
Science of the
1930.
Mind?
Yeah.
Nah.
That joint is nice. Like I'll give you a little answer from it. Hold on. I got my son with me. Give me a second. Like anything that has ever been thought at any time in history of man exists today in the subjective state of your universal mind. When we get into the field of mind, there's no past, present, or future. They merge into a medium. It has stuff like that in it.
Mm.
But yeah, man, that book is powerful, man. Like it's in the 1930s too, and it was talking a lot of the stuff that Dot was
Share
talking.
that, share that link in the hangout.
Okay, for the Urantian.
No, the one you was just reading from, the
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you.
of the
I,
mind, whatever of the yeah.
okay, let me look it up. I got the physical book in the hand. Hold on, give me a second. Oh yeah, it's called The Science of Mind. Yeah, I'm gonna look
Science
it.
of mind.
Yeah, you gotta read that joint, man.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
joint,
definitely.
that's a
Mm-hmm.
powerful one, man. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
got it. Actually, it was made in January 21st, 1887 to April 7th, 1960. It's just my edition is
January
1950.
21st.
Yeah, 1887.
Wow, that's my youngest son Mikael. His birthday 21st January. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, send that.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
send
saying.
that.
All right, give me a
Need
second.
that.
When you line you ran the book up with the Holy Tablet, there's a lot of difference in it, a lot of
Huh?
breakdown. There's a lot of breakdowns in the Holy Tablet that's not in the Uranta book.
And the
The
who?
way they break in the Uranta book, how they break.
No, the
Says
Urantia,
God.
but the Urantia, I mean, not comparing the two, because there's no comparing the two, because they basically based off of two. The Pakadus Lohat addresses certain things that's mentioned in the Urantia, but they correlate, they overlap one another, almost identical in regards to the Ethereans and their involvement with the planet and star systems, and you know what I'm saying, is basically the same shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's what I'm saying. I mean, they're two different books though.
But see,
And there's a lot of
it ain't
information
really.
within the
Go ahead,
tablets
brother.
that correlates with that. Huh?
Right. That's what
Yeah.
I was.
Oh,
That's what I.
yeah, I was just gonna say it's because truth is truth. Like people be like, he plagiarized this or that, but they out of their mind. They don't know that, man. Truth is truth. I don't care who it coming from, man. It's supposed to line up. It might be a little different because experience is different, but you know what I mean. Real is real. You know what I'm saying Ethereans exist. You know what I'm saying, whether you like it or not.
The whole light beings.
Yeah,
The breakdown of the beings and all the molecules and atoms and Z's and Z's and D, all that shit ain't in the Uranium. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah, but the Zezzy the
And,
Zills wasn't even dealing with that. The Zezzy the Zills,
right,
that was dealing with the state of the nothingness in regard. So that wouldn't be, yeah, that wouldn't be in there.
I was ready to get into the green light and the amber light and a whole bunch of other breakdowns. You know what I mean? I was just starting there. So what I'm trying to
Okay,
say
yeah,
is
because
like,
they give the color spectrums also in the Urantia too.
yeah, but they
Yeah,
kind
they
of
give the whole
different.
color spectrums and all that.
Then they mention the creation, but they don't mention black or brown. Everything is blue, green, orange, yellow, the beans. You know what I
And
mean?
what?
Red and the uranta. Ain't nothing about color in there. Ain't nothing about no except for blue
None of that.
and green, brown. Ain't no black. It's red, yellow, blue, orange, and some other beans. Yeah, some other beans.
mm-hmm.
They t- they be talking about some big birds and a whole bunch of other shit. Like, yeah. Nah, I'm thinking about Zachariah Stitcher. With the big bird.
You do exactly what it
With the
is.
big birds,
Urantia,
yeah. I was
yeah,
poking
Urantia is
big, big birds
serious
in there.
book,
Yeah.
powerful book.
Yeah, but them books is powerful. But yeah, basically, you know what I mean? All this. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say to people at times. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say to these people. I don't know where to get their train of thought from. They
minds, how the way their minds work.
Yeah, but I mean, the point B is that the information is being shared in the universe. It's being shared in the all. It's being shared
Wow.
through the system. It's being shared. This is information coming through the mental reservoir. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's seeping into the minds of people. So people are picking up on information. People grab if someone is saying, "Well, look, I have access to the mental reservoir," then they're going to be able to access to information universally from all information that's here. There's a information reservoir going on. There's a knowledge of reservoir of knowledge coming through. You know what I'm saying? So people's gonna pick up on it, like, oh, well, he plagiarized that. He took this and he did. First and foremost, saying that he had slaves, right? That he was slaving people to go gather the information and put the information together the way they put the information together in the books for us to receive. That even attracted them. Now I'm saying that they still have, right? How who guided them? Was it him that guided them? How was he able to guide them in such a way to where each book will come out, it would be structured. The questions would go the way the questions would go, and the responses would go the way the responses would go, and the pictures would go the way the pictures would go, and the articles would apply to the question and the answers, and so on and so forth.
For me personally, because I didn't study none of that. And we talk about the same thing. I didn't study it. I tapped it in or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I didn't study any of that. I didn't study the holy tablets. You know, how people go OD on that. I didn't do none of that. I could say that for myself. But you know, with people that have that wickedness in them, that would be, even when their spirituality is in there, they still wouldn't even understand that. You know what I'm saying? What you're elaborating on. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead. I ain't even cut your bill.
No, they wouldn't. You're right. They wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But then it ties back into, everything ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
Exactly what I said earlier.
Everything ain't for everybody.
I'm not bringing
You know what I'm saying? If they want to keep pushing that shit with the old man, then at least get to the point or the fact that he's in there. At least get to that, because motherfuckers is ODing. At the ones that's talking against him, he taught them, and the ones that's with him, he taught us. You know what I'm saying? Both sides were taught. So if all the foul mouth is against, without the understanding of what was really going on, then let's just get to the basic, which is the structure, the foundation of the matter is, where's the motherfucker at? Is he in there? All these years, we need to know the motherfucker's in there. They keep going on and on and on, huh?
He said something in the back about a point he had or something. But they're going to keep going on and on and on because they in the void.
I was saying, I'm glad y'all both said that, because he said it's not for everybody, and before that, you were saying how you didn't read none of his stuff, and it coincided with what you already knew.
Yeah.
And that's our point over here, is that we didn't just go listen to somebody and say, oh shit, I'm gonna follow this shit.
Right.
It was something that was already in us, that we was already talking about, that we already knew about.
Yeah.
That his writings confirmation.
Right.
Like I said earlier, if I explain my experience of me walking into the vortex and what I was told, that's my experience personally. It's not for you to, it's for you to make a decision on your, or discern what I'm saying is true or false. But if I tell you I was guided to find him or find his works or led to him,
it is what it is.
That's what it was. Because, and so when I read the work, and that's why I always bring up that story, Elijah, not to make you seem like you under me or smaller, to show that I said it that night. I said, let me read a paragraph from the book, I said, well, let me read and see it. And I know from a sentence or a paragraph if this shit is filled. And I tell them niggas to meet us at the ferry tomorrow. And then we have a further bill. And if they on point, then I'll buy some books. I'll buy some scrolls. Did I not? And when I opened it and read it, I said, call them niggas, right? I was talking to you, y'all. Well,
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
we need to go meet the young brothers at the ferry. That was it. That's all. That's my point. It wasn't cause it was, oh, I found something so fascinating. I was already talking some shit that my neighborhood and people was selling me, calling me crazy. I was already labeled that I was out of my mind or I was on a dust trip. Same as people saying about Doc. I was already labeled that. I was already told that before we even picked that up. I don't know about y'all well because as these years I found out that he was already was dealing with it, and then I found out some then, but that was the Ansar school, so I didn't know that these teachers were in the Ansar school until I picked up the books. To visit on his Candino, your nephew, right? We used to go build with him.
Candito. Yeah, Candy.
Yeah,
My brother, Candy.
on the yeah, that Candy, that Candino's pops, right? You know, but
Candito. Yeah, that's his son. My nephew.
yeah, so yeah, so and we used to go build with him on his Ansar Root teachings. You know what I mean? So he was already Elijah was already was dealing with it from young. But me, I didn't. I knew of him. I heard of him, but I never read nothing. Never picked nothing up. I was always told, yo, you need to get that Leviathan 666. I would hear people always smile and I'd be like, yo, who the fuck the Leviathan 666? You know what I mean? But that was by Imam Isa and saw Law Root community. And I ain't
Explain that. Why Trump pictures on the cover before it even happened. Explain. Or Mike
All
Pence.
right.
You know what I mean? Explain that then.
All right.
Forget him being in jail. Let's not even
Motherfucker face there.
go to the works. Regardless. Let's
His face is there.
right.
The Queen face is there. Kim Jong Un face is there. Motherfucker can't tell me they ain't Kim Jong Un.
Right. That was my
His
next point.
faces.
Right.
All the leaders is there. What's going on right now is on the fucking Leviathan scroll.
exactly. And
On the cover.
what's inside it is happening right now.
It was exactly
You know what I mean?
right there.
Right. And that's what I was gonna get into yesterday when we were talking about September 26th and all that in Revelations. Let's get to that because that's what the Leviathan scroll is on. Revelations 12 right now. What's taking place from yesterday with the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And let's get to that. That's the state we in. Let's debunk that. See, y'all want to say, look, we already told y'all we don't fuck with the pot of rock. That was another reason y'all backed out. Because niggas knew we wasn't. We know that's fake. We know he not writing that shit. So don't even bring the master teacher name with that shit.
He ain't doing none of that.
Yeah, because that ain't going to happen over here. We know he ain't behind that shit.
That's them people's shit.
And people that's reading it know it. Because if they could pick it out and they never was with him, come on, who else? Why I can't pick it out? If other people could pick it out and say, yo, I read this from this book. This is a direct from this book. Or this is from someone else's book. They ain't got nothing to do with Doc. When Doc put someone else's excerpt from their book in his book, he put their name, their picture, and all that beside it. Not all the time, but he put their name on it at least, or said where it came from. If he used a direct quote from anything, he always said where it came from.
Yep.
My man, and then gave his own translation, his own understanding or overstanding.
Using his perception.
He always gave you an option A, B, and C, nigga, in their minds. Then his own. You know what I mean? Then his own. He gave you theirs, this one, and then his own. Always.
They be like, well, he called himself the Lamb, so he was trying to imply he was Jesus. No, he was trying to imply that y'all motherfuckers was going to slaughter him. That's what he was trying to imply. He was trying to imply that he was Jesus. He was trying to show you, like, these niggas is gonna kill me. These niggas gonna try to kill me.
And he was gonna be a
Same
sacrifice.
motherfuckers I come to, these motherfuckers is gonna want my head on the fucking
Sacrifice. They gonna sacrifice me. The lamb ain't nothing but a sacrificial.
plus a metaphor, but they want to
Yeah,
take it literal. They want to
yeah.
take it literal. Know what I'm saying? He plagiarized all his material. Okay, fine. What about the lectures, if that's what they want to call them? What about the fucking Ardeen classes that's on YouTube in people's collection that they have of him kicking it, of him going in verbally? What about that? What they say? He only has how you call it, ninth grade education. Ninth grade. This is what Todd Noon said. Ninth grade education. Wow. Ironically, you would use the number 9 because he did say that you would know me by my works 3 by 3, which is 9, right? Ironically, he would say that. But he has only a ninth grade education. Just got his GED in ADX Max. So you mean to tell me you could get a phone call from him from ADX Max and you could get a motherfucking GED status
But you
from
can get a
him,
picture.
but you can't get a motherfucking picture.
Right.
You got to Chuck Morgan on his website, the Nawabianism.com, that shit. He has
Jail.
the GED from AdMax from Dwight York. Dwight York just got his GED in AdMax, but you ain't got a motherfucking picture of him. We can't get a motherfucking picture. Can we get a motherfucking picture of the nigga? According to AdMax, those that don't receive visits could take pictures by their cell and send them out to the world, to their loved ones, to their people.
Yeah, where
You
is
feel me?
that?
But you
Talking about no,
got a GED. You got a GED.
no big booking picture either.
He's
And I
bugging.
and I hope you're not using that to stir his scholarly, because you don't need a fucking high school diploma to study languages.
That's the door in the rug. That's the door in the rug. So for the dog in the rug, you need who? You need Matlock, right? If they
Yeah.
bring the door in the rug, then that means you have to come with Matlock. You got to come on that Matlock. You got to be a mat and the lock. Fuck out of here with that. That shit is garbito. You got his GED, but we ain't got a motherfucking picture. Where's a picture of the man? Where's a picture of the man? Where's a picture of the motherfucker? Where's he at? You know what I'm saying? Where's he at? Where's Kathy Johnson at? Get Kathy on the motherfucking call. Where's she at? Why Chuck and them support Kathy Johnson when Kathy Johnson, according to how the script go, she was the main wife and she was the main one that was assisting him in what he was doing,
Well,
according
we
to
go.
them. According to them, he was doing all this wild shit with the children, and she was the one that was prepping and getting them fixed up for him, and she's out.
If I and if I
Why not get her on the panel?
if I go by with something else I just saw, it say she's only is co-defendant on one case, one charge within
Yeah, which is
within.
the main charge, which is only one offense, which is only one charge, one offense that she's supposedly with him. Huh. What about Khadijah Lampkin? Why not get her on the panel? Get her on the panel. Khadijah, get her on the panel. Get the chick on the panel. Why not them? Why not the others? What about Husna Hasna? Why not get them on the panel? Anthony Evans' daughters. Why not get them on the panel? Why they can't come up there and talk and kick it? I asked Tyreek the other day. I got the proof. I asked Tyreek the other day. I was like, well, what is the names of the other people that you say that was in the room when all these things was going on? What are their names? Because in my mind, I'm like, well, you always you're speaking on the main characters, but then there was others that were present. What are their names? 'Cause I never hear you mention them. He responds back and says, "Hit me in the inbox." I'm not going to put names out there on. What do you mean?
Niggas making videos, putting all type of shit out.
What do you mean? I got the proof. I got the proof. Motherfucker told me to hit him in the inbox because he's not gonna put it out there. He's not gonna put it out there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go back and forth with you over the fucking fuck all that, nigga. Straight to the point. Listen, what are their names? Can we have the names of them people? And then when you get me in the inbox, why would you tell me in the inbox when I could easily record what you say to me in the inbox and make it public? But the reason why I'm in the inbox is because you don't want it public. That's what Tarnu and them do all fucking day. They get motherfuckers in the inbox and they take what they have in the inbox, record it, screenshot it, and make it public. That's what they do and put it in the videos. Well, that's what Tarnu do mainly. Put in the fucking videos. He up in everybody's inbox. Oh, meet me in the inbox. I don't want to put the... What makes you think I'm not going to put what you say out there? And you can't say you didn't say it because it's you. I'm not going to go there with him. I just want to see his response. Oh, so you'll protect them, but everybody else is protected except the man. Oh, we go against the man. 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 But, I mean, so you mean to tell me that this person that hasn't left the 9th grade had the mental ability to rearrange everybody's mind to the point to where even with their involvement, they're still not held accountable?
With those kind of charges, with those kind of indictments and stuff like that, the so-called or the victims or the so-called victims in this case get a reward. They get not a reward. They get a fund from going through a violent crime. It's known that every they
Right.
get it. Yeah.
All right. What the fuck is really going on?
He said when he inboxed you, what he said?
Inbox me. Put me
Yeah, he inboxed me. Oh.
Did he get a name?
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. This is what he say verbatim. When I check my phone, you know how you pull the screen, you pull your top of your screen down and you see your notifications and all that shit. It was it's crazy. It was 4:24 a.m. 22nd, 2017. That's why I checked my phone. When I saw it, I was in and out. And I saw it. I was like, oh shit, let me just screenshot this shit real quick and save it because I was in and out. And the nigga said, I won't place names. This is Tyreek. Tyreek Noel replied, I won't place names here. Hit me up on Messenger. That's what he said, verbatim. I won't place names here. Hit me up on Messenger.
It was on the status on Instagram.
I don't know. He had me looking for fucking Messenger on YouTube. I'm like, YouTube got a Messenger? I'm saying, like, Messenger. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know. That's what that was his response. I ain't say no more to him. I ain't say no more to him because the bottom line is, nigga, you never mentioned their names. Who are the people? But you're gonna tell me in the inbox, but you can't. Why not speak about it? If you're letting it out, if you're letting it all pour out, then why you not gonna give the whole shebang?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Why you not gonna give the whole shebang?
Mm.
Why you protecting them when they was involved? You said one of the females were the females that was, you know, doing whatever she needed to do to you to get you aroused. You're not gonna mention her?
Right.
The fuck, you not gonna mention her? Who is she? Hold up. Shouldn't they be mentioned? See, this is the fuckery. Shouldn't they be mentioned in the transcripts already? Shouldn't they have been one of the witnesses for the prosecution at the trial? So aren't their names would be, you know, how you call it, available to the public?
Right? Yeah, but why they put a seal on the transcripts?
So who the fuck is yeah, but that was that's a whole nother. It's
Yeah.
a whole nother. Yeah.
Oh, so all I said is a whole circus. The whole circus court. A whole nother.
That shit was definitely circus. Fuck out of here. But that's his response though.
Yeah.
He not gonna put names out there. Why not?
Y'all put everybody else shit out there.
I'm confused. I'm a geek college student that's into becoming a fucking detective. How about that? So when I start fucking investigating, I start my investigation. This shit I want to know. You detectives are always trying to find pieces that other detectives miss, and vice versa. So the whole puzzle come together. How the fuck you're not expressing who these people are? Who are their names? How you gonna trust me off screen, but not on screen? Or how you gonna trust it off screen than on screen?
This nigga's crazy.
Come on, let's get to that. I heard I saw one of them say,
But
well, why don't they go to Colorado? They was talking about the video. Why don't y'all go to Colorado?
their channel biased. That's why he didn't want to doing. I told Malachi, I said that going on that channel is biased because they have their biased subscribers. I mean, truth is truth, and truth is stand on its own. Right. But they don't. You have to be able to hear.
Right. Listen. Open your head. Open
your ears. Not just hear and listen. Yeah, open your mind.
Don't be closed.
And not biased. Right. Just so that's
Yeah, but that's how they gonna be.
Yeah.
That's how they gonna be. You know what I'm saying? That's how they gonna be. Because automatically, if you come on the strength of Malachi Zio, then they're automatically gonna be on some. Well, you're dealing with the Nuwapian aspect. That's an automatic. They're automatically going to deem you that. You're automatically going to be placed in the, oh, well, this is the Nuwapian, when it's really not. Nuwapu is a science. Know what I'm saying? That is sound reason. If a motherfucker use sound reason is sound reasoning, point blank, simple. Know what I'm saying? If you want to apply Nuwapu to sound reasoning, then that's what the fuck you just do. I don't have to apply Nuwapu to sound reasoning because sound reasoning is exactly what it is, sound reasoning. Know what I'm saying? If people choose to term it that, well, that's Nuwapu. I'm using sound reason. I'm using right now. I'm using that. I mean, what? You know, but that's not the case. That's not the case. Common sense. That sound reasoning is common fucking sense. Shit don't sound right nor reason out, then there's an issue. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta get to it. And a lot of shit don't reason out. They'll call it victim bashing and all that shit. First and foremost, if you weren't there, and they try to run that because people will say, well, if you wasn't there, but it's in the court transcripts, it's in the courts. Yet the court system is the court system. So anything could be placed there when you openly think about it until you do in-depth research in regards. And you still have to take people's word as bonds, like a person like Rick that says he was there and he was assisting Malachi on and helping Malachi with, helping him with his case. And he was in the trial and he was giving. So the teacher turned into your student. This is what you're saying to the public. Your teacher became your student when he was in a jam. When he got in a jam, your master teacher, because he was your master teacher at one point in time, your master teacher became your student or your master student, basically, or your dumb student, because you was helping him. You was giving him advice. You was telling him what he should do and what he should not do, which route he should take and which route he should not take. This is what you became. All the things that he was saying and doing with the Nuwapians and telling them to do, and you was advising him, no, that's not a good idea, and this, that, and the third, and you should. Now people got to take your word for it. And the people that was around primarily for all of that, they're no longer around. You don't even hear these people no more.
Right.
Where's these people at? Where's Nefu at? Where's Rochelle at? When Rick was on deck, where are these people at?
You hear them speaking on it neither. That's why you only got Tyreek fool ass. Ain't nobody else finna come up there and do.
Nefu up there talking all that.
Comment on the videos. They could
Mm-hmm.
even if they don't want to talk personally. They could talk on the videos and put in, well, I was one of the victims and it's real.
Mm-hmm. There's other people. I mean, shit. Where's Issa at?
Even with that whole, oh, we got four, even at that shit they come with, oh, we got four people to line up Doc's herpes with their herpes. Well, how you know he got it from Doc? Because it should be more than four motherfuckers with herpes if he was raping niggas all these years and molesting them.
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek should have him. His wife should have him. Like Fa said, Prince York should have it. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Babies, kids could be born with herpes, nigga.
All day. All day. All fucking day. Yup. But that still proves nothing. I mean, even just to say, because there is a such thing as a coincidence. I mean, when you be realistic. Oh, he got herpes. Okay, just to go with it, and let's just say, okay, well, he has herpes, and certain victims pop up, so-called victims, they pop up with the same type of herpes that he has. Does it mean that it came from him? No. Even like Rick explains, well, the molestation can't, or the sexual abuse can't be, it has to be something that has taken place within basically the past 24 hours. After that, your shit gets slimmer and slimmer of trying to prove anything by way of DNA data.
Right.
So you talking about years and years and years and years later. So he has a disease that is the same as several other people. Not everybody, but several other people. So does that mean that they're all that it came from him? No. Not at all. If you a dope lawyer, you could eat that up. If this is a real case that's going on, if you a dope lawyer, you can eat that up. Just because he has the same disease that they had don't mean that they got it from him.
Right.
That don't mean nothing. Just, oh, we got the what? Just because I got the same sneakers on that you got on, that you was caught on cam stealing from Foot Locker, and you had accomplices, but they didn't see your accomplice's face. But just because I got the same sneakers on that was stolen from that means that I'm a part of. I was one of the mass dudes or persons that robbed the spot. They got the sneakers that was get the fuck out of here. No,
Yeah, that's crazy.
that don't mean that.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
If where's the video footage? Because they say there's video footage.
He said, yeah, they said it's video footage. Just
video
like,
footage and pictures. Where the pictures and video footage at?
and like Tyreek said, that niggas, he said, what he had said? The fuck? Go ahead, Elijah. Damn, what he said, y'all? He said,
They
Tyreek said,
they got the Pink Panther doll, but they ain't got the video and the footage.
oh, Tyreek said they took all the kids from their families for weeks. Nobody knew where they was at, and they was questioning them. And they asked him if Doc ever touched him. And they said, when the kids did say yeah, they said on the head, he gave him a kiss or something like that. So now, where's all these, if he was, because let them tell it, he was raping them up until the day he got locked up. Why ain't nobody had none of his DNA on him? Like he just said on that video that I played earlier. Shit, wasn't no DNA. He said when you put all these factors together, no DNA, no videos, no pictures, no they closed the transcripts, they closed the courtrooms, but nobody could come in and hear it. He said, come on, man. How is that? How could you not see that they making some shit up? That some shit gonna come out later on. Why go through all that?
Who recorded most of all the fucking videos after the whole Malachi situation supposedly took place? Who is the recorder of all the fucking videos, basically? Rick. Who recorded the motherfuckers that said that it didn't happen? Rick. Who's the one talking behind the camera? Rick. Who's the one that's in the courtroom? That's his nigga. You what? Rick need to show that he's down with the fucking what's the name? The bar.
Right.
Who are you? Who the fuck are you? And you dealing with a federal case, nigga. You a lawyer? You a federal lawyer? Are you even a state lawyer? Are you a lawyer? Period.
Right. And I'm tired of
show proof of your bar exam. You mean to tell me I could just go up in the federal courtroom with my man, my people, and be like, yo, son, I'm here to help. Huh? I'm helping you with your case. I'm going to the visiting room. Blah, blah, blah. You was in the courtroom. When you was at the courtroom, was you there by his side, addressing the court, addressing the room?
Or you was just showing up at court like everybody else?
But you go to the visits and you assist him at the visitations.
Yeah.
Rick, all them times you claimed that you was going to visit him, where's the picture? We need a picture, Rick.
Right.
And Pooh.
And we need those papers you Chuck or y'all keep hollering y'all got, but ain't showed the video or none of that shit yet.
Where they at?
Y'all niggas keep saying y'all got this evidence. Oh, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to bring that up. I don't want to hurt Prince York. Y'all niggas, please, man. Yeah, the nigga Chuck said the other day, oh, I don't want to hurt Prince. You don't want me to do that. Nigga, drop the motherfucking shit then, nigga. That's what Prince waiting for. What, you scared? Like, niggas is waiting for you to drop some shit. Nigga, drop the truth. Drop some facts then. Let the papers go. Because you know your man ain't had no business passing you that fucking envelope. If you do got an envelope, full of all these all the transcripts and the shits that was closed and all that. Why you ain't posting none of this? I know y'all niggas will be right in fucking jail too. Bro, you ain't really about it. Because if it was really a cause to stop a pedophile, you wouldn't stop at no links, even going to jail. Martin Luther King and them ain't stopped nigga when they was marching, knowing they was gonna go to jail or get beat up and probably lose their life. It show how cowardly y'all niggas is, man. You ain't really
Martin Luther King and them walked from fucking Alabama.
knowing their life was in danger.
Every fucking street is every street that's named Martin Luther King was named that was the street he walked down. They like Doc said, they motherfucking tore shoes up.
Yeah.
Walking to DC.
I heard the shoes.
Right where Chuck is from. Ironically, right where Chucky's from. DC. DC is come on, we already know. Where the pics at? We just need a picture.
Yeah, we definitely. But we about to start making them videos getting on that, like you said.
Need a flick. Where he at?
We need a flick, nigga. We need this evidence here in jail. We need all this, man. We're not in jail. We about to get to that shit hard. We not in jail.
Show and prove. That's all. Show and prove. That goes for all of them. The Wapians, the Tarnubians,
Yeah.
the Chuck Morgans, the Six Dynascians, the all of them. Know what I'm saying? Mike Bossier, all of them.
Yeah.
Fucking the Ricks, all of them.
Record a phone conversation. Why you ain't do that yet?
Why Prince ain't do that yet? Prince told my his father calls every Wednesday. He calls every Wednesday to the store. He called every Wednesday to the store. What you mean, nigga? He called every huh? And y'all ain't record nothing. You put every fucking thing else up there on a motherfucking YouTube, on Instagram and all that shit. Where the fuck is the call? You're not recording the calls? He calls the store every fucking Wednesday. The fuck out of here. He calls the store a motherfucker like Prince York been had that up there on his channel. He'd have been had that up there or posted. He'd have been had that shit up there on fucking Instagram. Your father calls the store every Wednesday. He tell Tyreek, I can have you. You could come and I make sure you know what I'm saying, you held down, niggas protect you and all that shit, and you can ask him that yourself. Get the fuck out of here.
My bodyguards.
Out of here. Nigga, and you ain't got not even 20 seconds. 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Just 20 seconds of him talking.
All the fucking phone calls before this fake ass pardon.
Yeah, pardon. They go for the pardon again. They go for the pardon again with Trump. They asking the beast that's on the Leviathan scroll to free the man that wrote about the beast that's on a Leviathan scroll. This is what they going to free him. They're not going to the ancient ones. They're not going to the ancestors. They're not going to the Ras and the Osir or Asarus or the Assyrians. They're not going to none of that. The Harus or the Heroes. They're not going to none of them. They're going to the Beast Man. Right. To free the man that they say is still writing about the Beast Man, to free him. What do you mean? What the fuck is going on? You talk about a Matrix, that's beyond Matrix. Don't deal with that shit. That shit is trash. Because it's a lie. It ain't true. How could it be? Supreme from Queens had pictures from Ad Max, from ADX Max. Supreme doing life from the Supreme team. He doing life. He was in Ad Max. He was in ADX Max. He had pictures. from Ad Max sending his pictures home to his peoples? What?
Niggas did interviews with the nigga him and Prince. Prince too, nigga.
Prince talking to his father. Nigga, you ain't go to Colorado yet? Why you ain't take your ass to Colorado?
I ain't talking about that Prince. I'm talking about Prince from the Supreme team. Prince. Ain't never coming home either. The nigga they said Cream
You
was
say
under.
he did, yeah, I know. Prince from you say what? He did interviews from where? Ad Max?
Yeah, he did from Fred. They got
He
pictures of
was
him
he
in
was he was
Fed
in
He was in the Fed magazine. He was in I think it was the Double XL too.
yeah. I didn't know he was in no Ad Max though. I didn't see his name.
That
I
nigga ain't
went through the
never
whole
come
list.
home.
Yeah, but I didn't know he was in Ad Max.
Oh, you ain't know he
ADX Max in
went
Florence,
through the Max.
Colorado. Supreme was in. I know Supreme was in Florence, Colorado. Supreme was in there.
I will have to look that up to see, but Prince had to
I don't
go.
know if Prince was in there. Um, they put what's the name in there? Supreme. They put him in there because he was supposedly still putting numbers on niggas' heads. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So supposedly that was the reason. But he out of there now. He ain't not in the super max, but he in the max now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But he
but
was in the super max.
what's the purpose of Doc being in Ad Max? So he can't teach, right? What's that?
Nah, supposedly he was what's the name and trying to kill himself. That's when they had him on suicide watch. They had him on suicide watch because he tried to take his life when he was in Marion.
Suicide watch and you in
They would
federal,
just put you in suicide watch.
allow
They
you
gonna
to
put
teach
you all the way to fucking Ad Max.
Yeah, he was in suicide watch.
His teachings.
That's what the Nuwapians was saying. He was on suicide watch. Mm-hmm.
So they put him in Ad Max because he was on suicide watch.
Yeah, he tried to take his life. He was a threat. Not only that, he was pushing out. He was pumping information out. Oh wow! Check
Yeah.
this. He was pumping information out to the Nuwapians. That was considered hate and violence towards
Government.
the system, basically.
Yeah, the
You know what I'm
government.
saying? Yeah. So they sent him to a place where he's getting out even more. The place that's supposed to be more secure than he was earlier. He's getting out more information from there now.
Right.
From that place.
Right. Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. We don't believe that. We don't believe that. That's not believable. I don't believe that. Personally, I don't. Fuck out of here with that. That don't make no sense. That don't make no motherfucking sense. Why Prince York ain't go? Prince York out here talking about his father be out such and such time, and his father going to be out such and such time, and father will be out, what have you. Bottom line is, the way you want to roll, you're on side netter, you're going back and forth with numerous different people. You know what I'm saying? You're on numerous different platforms, and you have your own situation, your own channel going on. All this shit. You at the parades and all this. That you representing your father, and you're showing pictures of your father, a drawing. You're showing drawings. Not no picture of your father incarcerated in the now. You're showing drawings, but you have nothing to verify that your father's in there, at least by you. You mean to tell me a nigga like you that is so amped, that is so fueled, that you haven't gone to see your father yet? Why you haven't gone to see him? He calls every Wednesday. You haven't gone to see him yet?
Right.
You haven't gone to see the man yet?
Right.
You ain't gonna see him? That's your pops.
Right.
If you out here putting in the work that you putting in, your pops, yo, son, come through. I need to put you, come through. I need you on. Your pops gonna put you on his visiting list. Yo, I need my son. My son gonna come through. Know what I'm saying? Before his case, whatever happened to Prince York's case? What the fuck is going on? Whatever happened to his case?
Oh, they say
Whatever
it's
even
still.
happened whatever happened to the fucking case? What's going on with the case? Is there a case? These
I don't know. I think the
motherfuckers.
last week ago they say he was still fighting or something. He
Yeah, I
was beat back
guess.
in court.
Mm, I
I don't
guess.
believe it.
I guess. Where the little boy at?
Mm.
Why y'all doing with Chuck Morgan? They talk about the little boy no more. They used the little boy supposed situation, the situation that took place supposedly. They used the little boy and the little boy's aunt or aunts or whomever they was getting the information from in regards to the matter. Used them. They're not talking about the little boy no more. They ain't getting no updates about the little boy no more. They ain't say that the little boy doing chilling. He with his family on the West Coast and da. You know, we spoke to them yesterday and everything is love and we were just checking up on them, make sure and sharing our love and concern and ain't none of that. You don't hear them speaking about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you got YouTube videos about the situation that supposedly took place. I don't know if it took place. Know what I'm saying? In the court, that's how it's looking, that something is going on. But I'm just saying, where's the genuine? If they're here for the purpose of helping people and saving people, when Tarnoon said to Malachi that he wasn't trying to save nobody, he's not a savior. But then on multiple videos, he says that he's here to save people from the cult. Know what I'm saying? Because he's been in the cult and he know what it is and this, that, and the third. So it's either you is or is you ain't. Know what I'm saying? Which one is it? You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
remember that Yogi the Bear looking ass nigga.
Mm, fuck out of here.
Where he from again?
Who?
Tanoon.
I mean, for what I've came across, Alabama.
Oh yeah, they had a tab in Alabama.
Yeah, for what I came across, Alabama.
Yogi the Bear ass nigga. I hope it ain't from Montgomery, cause Montgomery niggas don't act like that.
That shit, you already know. Every place got their, you know.
They clown. Yeah, they goofballs.
Mm,
That's probably why he went to Brooklyn. He couldn't goofy ass down there, couldn't make it.
he up there in the cut. He up there in the cut. Uh, supposedly. You don't tell
Yeah.
me where the fuck that nigga at. Don't matter. That shit trash though. Uh, they gonna get to it. They gotta get to it.
I was doing that right there, man.
That shit garbage juice. Motherfucking Tyreek. They got Tyreek on the strip. Tyreek Tyreek left one coat and went to another coat. This coat more confusing.
You stupid. What go here?
What was exactly? He on the whole. They got him on the strip. They got him on the strip. This nigga everywhere.
Oh, he
This
holding
nigga
that
on
nigga.
Queens. This nigga on Queens flip. He's on Side Netta. He's on Side Netta, OD Side Netta. He's on CIOD. He's everywhere. You find this nigga Tyreek. Ain't no telling. Nigga might be on fuck around and see that nigga on BET special.
Yeah, that nigga's the motherfucking social media hoe.
He on Dr. Phil. He on you know what I'm saying? Like fuck, they got this nigga out there. They pumping him hard. The Hebrews got him
Pimping
out
him.
there. Everybody, conscious community, just using him and abusing him. Hey, get out here, brother,
You
and
got
tell your story. Get out here and tell the truth. You need people need to know. People need to get out here, brother. And he's up there in front of the camera. Well, well, this is like this. It happened when I was
Prince,
here.
you brought me out. You brought me out, Prince. You did it. You shouldn't have
Mm,
ever stopped at Harlem. Nigga, you had Prince brought you out. Say that what you was about to say though, Elijah? I mean, y'all.
nah, I was just saying.
No, what you was
I was
going
just
to say
saying.
though? I wanted to hear that.
What?
What you was saying?
He's got the nigga all over the place.
Niggas just hold the nigga.
This nigga all over the place. He's sitting there, got to bring a nigga to lunch. They in the diner. They remember how it got motherfucking Woolworth, right? They motherfucking Woolworth. Remember Woolworth ain't around. Remember how Woolworth used to have the motherfucking diner area in it?
Just remind when you said Woolworth, you just made me remember something. I had to trust this nigga Nab. He talking about, I bet you didn't know he was a Woo affiliate, but he never wrote back when I asked, well, nigga, who you was affiliated with? Who the fuck you know from Woo, nigga? Because I'm in contact and I'll find out. Like, you talking about you, because it came from, he got the nerve to hit me with a comment with a Woo song. What did he hit me with, babe? Oh, he sent in the comments. This nigga sent the comment. I said, nigga, I understand now. Fuck you.
Right.
I said, RZA, nigga, RZA. You need to go listen to them Woo tracks, cause RZA got that nigga name, Malachi name all through that shit in his teachings.
Melchizedek a skyscraper. Understand what he said? Melchizedek a skyscraper. Understand the continents, African, Asian, free black men from the slave labor, Wu-Tang. And then even in the fucking Ghost song, this shit, walking with the Lamb, 144,000 chosen protons, electrons, always call explosion. Hey, that's what the RZA was spitting. The great niggas, but he
the cerebral cortex and all that. I was putting all that in the books back then, man. Breaking it down, how to travel down your cerebral cortex, man. Through the vortex. He said, I make you bust a nut like you was on raw sex, nigga.
Yeah, he said, travel. Come on. He said, travel down your cerebral cortex, make you bust a nut like you make me feel like you bust a nut from raw sex.
Pick your brain on What song is that, bro?
That vortex, cortex, that's Triumph. That's Triumph.
Yeah, when he said the other part, I say. What? He said, talk like Dr. Malachi Z, yo. GG walk, take your brain on spacewalk.
Oh, that's I know the song. What's the name of that song? What's the name? I got the beat, all that shit in my head. What's the name of that song? I forget. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it and send it to you.
This is a 5%. Nigga, don't tell me about nobody from our hood that I grew up with, nigga. RZA had all the scrolls. We all had, that's all we did was build with the scrolls. Niggas had all the scrolls, nigga. Gano came through the hood flooding it.
Yeah, he bugging.
And before Gano even came through the hood, I tell you, my brother used to live next door to my brother. My brother Ben was teaching him that Dr. Malachi Z. York. Shit, man. Niggas been up on that. Niggas from Brooklyn.
They need to get Neb on their call and get that motherfucking old man.
That's what made the call.
I'm talking about with the old man. The old man that was in the yard with Doc.
With the car.
Get him on the call. Neb need to do that. Everybody in there, everybody going to see him and all that shit. Everybody and niggas you got a motherfucker that was locked up with him. Shit, we need to hear from him.
He said MZ dope. John P. Broke, take your brain on. Oh, I got
take your brain on spacewalk.
Yeah, nigga.
Take your brain on spacewalk. Yeah, I'm gonna find the song. I forget the name of it.
I think that's on a Miss Here Check. No, not Miss Here Chest Boxing.
That's on the Woo Forever album though.
Oh, that's just. I was gonna say it's on the Woo Forever album, but he got shit on.
Yeah, that's on the Woo. That's on the Woo Forever album. That song you talking about is on the Woo Forever album.
It is. I'm right. All right. So I was right then. Cause I was thinking I was mixing it up with the Wu-Tang, the first one. Protect Your Neck.
It's on that. That's the song where the lyrics you talking about is on that song. I can't get the name of the song, man. Nah, that's because you asked. That shit.
I know, me too.
I'm gonna get it though. But it's on there. Yeah, it's on there when he says that. The Malachi take your brain through spacewalk.
Yeah, I was just listening to it the other day. I just found out that he said that. I knew he was talking about the teachings and was had verses with the teachings in it, but I didn't know he actually said his name until I heard it the other day. I said, "Oh shit."
Yeah,
Oh,
he did the Melchizedek. He did the Melchizedek. Really did the
I heard
Melchizedek.
Melchizedek,
He
but
did
I'm
the
talking about
he did the he did the
York,
yeah he did
Jim
he
Thorpe,
did the
Michael
Melchizedek. He did the
Jim
Walking
Thorpe.
with the Lamb and Malachi York.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Nas, Kim, man, Prodigy. That's one of the reasons they saying he killed Prodigy, nigga. Like, come on, y'all dudes is crazy.
Yeah.
Because
Prodigy was caught up
Prodigy
with
was
them
on that
fucking
free
wapians. Prodigy was caught up with the fucking wapians. He
Yeah,
dang fucking with what's his name? What's his nigga name? Not Basim. Basil. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, he fucking with Basil. Mm-hmm. Got caught up with them. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
niggas do this, man. Like, niggas do this. And you see how we take you, like Doc took you through all the schools, we take you through all the variations and degrees of this shit. From books to music to videos to movies, nigga, wherever you want to go with this shit. Because when it's in you and you about it, you perceive and pick up on the signals and signs everywhere. Like, oh shit, you heard what he just said? Oh, you heard that? Yo, it was nothing back in the day, still like today, to hear a Malachi quote or something he taught. It's nothing. Now I've met plenty of people say, yo, I never heard of him, never read his stuff. I read this book and this is where I got it from. Hey, find it daily. You got dudes out there like that. But in that now, since his so-called incarceration, but when he was on the streets, everything was validated to him. Everything was validated that, oh, that come from Dr. York. Oh, that come from Dr. York. Niggas wasn't freely talking about no fucking Anunnakis and no other shit like that. Reptilians and niggas only knew Greys. We didn't even know that name. We just said an alien. The big eyes. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, Doc took all this shit to another plateau for niggas to breathe, to build.
Mm-hmm.
Foundation.
I see Tanu had put a video up a while back called Signs of the Times, some shit like that. And he basically he shared what's the channel name? Second Room or something like that. White boy channel. Where he's on that UFO. He give all basically his channel is UFO based.
Right.
He had put a video up there, but he never came back further to elaborate on it. He never discussed anything further, in regards to it.
Yeah.
Nothing else. He stuck on the Malachi thing. But you put the video up there. He put the video up there about the UFO and the signs of the times, and this is what's taking place. Blah, blah, blah. But he never gave no feedback in regards to it. He never gave no input in regards to what. All right, the video's there. Elaborate then, nigga. You put the video's there. Now I'm saying I understand that sometimes a person might just put something there just for you to pick up on, but nigga, your whole panel, your whole station is devoted to one man. It's about one man. It's about one person. It's about one thing. Now I'm saying, and if you just come out of nowhere and you just drop a video like that, then a person like me would expect for you to elaborate on it. Like, okay, you put the video there. What's going on? What's your input? What's happening? Are these the Tanu pins?
Yeah.
Are these the Nubus? The Nubuians? Are these the Afro-Unians? Are these the Afro-Unus coming back? What's going on?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is this the cosmic kin that's returning in their space shuttles? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? There's no elaboration. You just put it there, you know, but nothing. See, you're tapping into Dr. Yorkism, because Dr. York is the one that fucks with that spaceship shit and the alien shit, the extraterrestrial shit. And you talking about he's not an alien. You're worshiping a gay alien, all this shit. And we don't, the alien, that's nonsense, because certain things that you can't prove and this, that, and the third. Well, I mean, shit, you put a video up there in regarding to extraterrestrial activity. Why not elaborate on it?
Right.
Dr. York did. If you could debunk what he said in regards to extraterrestrials, then we expect for you to be able to elaborate on extraterrestrials. You put a fucking video up, elaborate on it. Let us know what's going on. What's the deal? What are we looking at? What's really going on?
You niggas is confused.
They ain't nothing to give, because they ain't got no cosmic information. They ain't got no cosmic
1 minute
light. They ain't got no cosmic nothing.
1 minute they want to say they don't.
Come from the cosmos. You a cosmos, and then you give the cosmic data. There ain't no cosmic data going on. Everything is Dr. York, Dr. York, Dr. York. Oh, shit. You see what Nupu or Nuwap, whatever, what is based on Dr. York. It's based on their shit. Just like the joint Five read the other day, where one of them was, speaking to Tarnoon and saying, like, nigga, like, when are you going to get to the science that we deal with?
Right.
Everything is geared towards this man. When are you going to get to the science that we deal with? Tarnoon is not trying to hear that. He has a goal, and his goal is to crash himself.
Yeah, we asked him that. He said, "Oh, I don't deal with that side of the. I'm not a teacher. I can't build on the science like that." Why y'all ain't play that shit, nigga? When he said that dumb shit, when we asked him that.
Right.
Man, we asked that nigga. Well, what's the new science? Teach us some new science. Oh, I don't deal with that aspect. I'm not a teacher. So you just a follower everywhere you go. You don't even know how to break your own science down. But you knew society.
He's not a teacher, but he's up there trying to teach people the comparisons of the plagiarism. But you're not a teacher.
Right.
But you're up there for 4 fucking hours.
She was like, shit, you put your videos together with a lot of time and patience, and you make them shits look like you're a professional. But you can't fucking teach. Fuck out it.
Tarnoon got his channel got a good body of work.
Right, you do.
You got a lot of material up there. So how the fuck you talking about you not a teacher, nigga?
Right.
You not a teacher. You putting all this shit together and you put it up there, and you're going live and you're elaborating on it and you're saying, and you're going live on other people's shows, and you're pulling up excerpts from this book and that book and comparing it to this book with that book and da 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 da. That's a form of teaching.
And I can't,
because if you're showing someone to learn something that wasn't, a teacher does research.
Right.
Tarnoon claims he does his research. Obviously, you do research. So how are you not a teacher?
Wow, look it up. But I can't. I think we almost turned him that night. He got mad because they got mad because Malachi said he ain't trying to be them niggas friends or become friends. That night he said it in so many words that he really wanted to get back in the groove of things with the Nuwapians and everybody. Like, yo, man, yeah, I be saying a lot of stuff. I shouldn't. Like when I hit him with it, why you talk about the kids then? You got niggas pictures of niggas kids and all this other shit, all type of shit, and you want somebody to pay you respect? He shed light on you bad? Like, come on, you like, yeah, you know, I'm trying to change a lot of stuff, right? You know, like he wanted us to be buddies and friends. We need to unite. Let me start talking that unite shit. Like, come on, man. Huh?
Because I was talking.
Right, because you was talking it, man. That's a fact.
First,
And that's what you said too. Now all of a sudden,
he said he don't listen to our videos. I don't even know the. Then he was like, "Well, you said on your video."
Right, but you don't listen to our videos. Every time we do a video, I send it to you. I sent it from the first time we ever was on some any type of thing with him. They automatically in that little group thing. So when I hit the thing, it automatically go to him, the Wappy Assassin, all them niggas. Right. You ain't blocked me neither, nigga. So you fronting. I ain't blocked on that nigga's channel. I ain't blocked on Six Language. I was just on his shit making a comment, but they had already ended their shit. That was like an hour or two ago, hour and a half ago. The niggas got off there fast. Somebody must have told them niggas over
No,
there.
he played the whole thing.
Huh?
He played the whole little shit.
Oh, they just wanted to talk about the tape. Oh, they just wanted to talk about whatever was said on the
No, he just played the video over on his channel, the one Amadi had.
Oh, Amadi had.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Monty be having a lot of time in his hands too.
Now, money, that's where money get paid. You see,
He had a lot of time in his hands.
he try to be. That nigga got Twitter, all these motherfucking companies backed up on his shit, just like Sonetta.
A lot of time. I know goddamn well, shit, throughout the day and evening, I'm active. I mean, shit, if I have a life, you're not gonna be, you find the time to do things. But throughout the day, and then niggas be going on like twice a day, 3 times a day, throughout the week, several times throughout the week. It's like, goddamn, nigga, what's going on? What's up with you? Like, this is your occupation. You know what I'm saying? What you collecting? SSIs? You know what I'm saying? Disability? What's going on? Bread flow? I mean, shit. What is going on? Realistically. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know your whatever clothing line you got, it ain't pumping like that. So you're not killing it on the market with your material like that. So I mean, shit, how you eating? Because in real life, I mean, you gotta get out there.
Right.
At the end of the day, point blank simple, you gotta do something. I mean, I'm just saying, do observation. You know what I'm saying? Shit, fuck that. What's really going on? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you put it Malachi on the what's the name on the YouTube. He went to the preaching on Malachi on the YouTube.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy, they got cool.
So or YouTube on him.
Yeah, before they got cool.
They taking YouTube ones out. What the fuck going on? This shit is crazy. Mm-hmm.
Police. Get on your show and talk about everybody that ain't mama. Nigga do something about y'all. Oh, I was just mad because he took my personal video and did what he wanted to do with it.
They do the same thing.
Exactly.
They do the same fucking thing. Ooh, we can't do it. Okay,
Right.
that's dirty.
Because y'all elite. Yeah, that's dirty.
Mm-mm-mm. No.
What?
Mm.
Yeah. You ready to wrap this up, or you want still? You got some other shit you want to talk about?
Yeah, we can riz that. We can riz that. Mm-hmm.
You
We just
kick
need the
it.
proof though. We just need some pictures. We just it's going on 16 years. We need a motherfucking picture.
Yeah.
That's all. We just need a picture. You know.
I need to see this man.
I most certainly if they could show me a picture,
I
if Rick could show me a picture, if Chuck could show me a picture, if Tarnoon could show me a picture, if Noel could show me a picture, if fucking Habiba could show me a picture, if fucking Cole, any of them, if any one of them could show me Ruby Garnett, if any fucking one of them could show me a fucking picture, just one picture, man. Waukee, Bashard, Mario, any one of them could show me Prince York, any one of them could show me a fucking
yeah,
picture. I'll believe every fucking thing they say.
and
I'll
follow
fucking I'll fucking believe everything you fucking say. I believe he
Wapu.
he he did it. I'll be out here. He did it. He
Word up.
fucking did it. Show me one fucking picture. Just one. Just one. Just one. Just one. Just one fucking picture. Just one, please. Just one. Show proof that you've been there. Just something, please. We need to see that. That shit is crazy. And people go all this motherfucking time, and they get into that talk as far as the case and all this. Yet Rico is Rico, point blank simple, and it's a fact that he cannot have association with the Nuwapians if that's what they're called. That's what they're named. These are the people. He can't have no affiliation with these people under what he was convicted with. How the fuck is he violating that law
And what
from
was
their
that?
prison?
What the
Hmm?
fuck Rick told us? What Rick told us
But
the reason how he able to do that? That it wasn't that type of Rico. What was
why?
that shit, babe? He said it was a Rico, but it wasn't that type of Rico where it's not true that he could have affiliation with him. He said that to us that night. He could have affiliations and some other shit he said because it was a certain type of Rico. Oh, I ain't understand it. People think it was a RICO, but it wasn't a RICO that had to do with the teachers or the religion or some shit. It was a
The
RICO.
teachers of religion, I mean, it's affiliation, period.
Yeah, but these are the people you did
If it's an organization, you
right.
know what I'm saying? If it's an organization under illegal,
It wasn't for the organization. It was just for what he said. It was just for the certain people. What he said? I can't get that shit. I hate making shit.
yeah, find that and get that back. What he talking about? What it wasn't.
Listen to that video
He could
again.
have had no. He could have had no affiliation. And
That's niggas.
let's just say that's the case. We need
Right.
a picture. We need a picture.
He's
We
that's
need a
right.
picture. We need a fucking picture. Let's just say that is the case. We still need a fucking picture. It still don't take away that we need a fucking picture because y'all motherfuckers is going to see him. We need a picture. Ain't nobody take a picture. Why wouldn't he send a picture of himself to show his family out in the world on the outside his present conditions and how he's doing?
Or keep the community strong because you know everybody want to see him.
Exactly. And y'all drawing pictures of how y'all would like for him to look now, or project pictures of drawings of how he looks now, but we don't have no real photos. Where's the actual photo? We need a fucking photo. We need a fucking photo. We need a photo. Point blank simple.
Point blank.
Get to that.
Point blank.
Point blank fucking simple. It's almost 16 years. We need a picture. We need a fucking picture. All of them. We need Neb's old man, old head that he bought the car from. We need him on the panel. Get him on the panel. Get him on the panel. Get Kathy on the panel. Why Kathy ain't talking about it? She got a book out. She had a book out. The main wife, she got a book out. Chuck Morgan promotes her material. Get her on the panel.
Right.
Can't get her on the panel? We want to hear from you for. Chuck. What? Kathy? You cat these fucking, you know, son. Like, why you can't get Kathy? Get Kathy on a call.
Oh, yo, and she said that in the back of the book. Matter of fact, to
What?
to get into it's something that you always say. Uh, how she said, you said, I don't know. I think that was you said it. You said if a motherfucker if a if a motherfucker know, somebody said it. I think Prince said it. He said if a motherfucker know that you could send them to jail and possibly destroy shit, why would they let you leave the land? That was Prince telling Tyreek that. Why would Pop let you leave the land knowing that you could potentially do what you did? You and anybody else. Knowing the type of power they say he was known to have or shit he would have done to people. Why is that possible? And she said on the back of the book that him getting arrested helped save Tug escape to get away. Right? Ain't that what she said? Where that where that book at, man? Where the back of the that memoir shit we was just looking at the other day. Kathy Johnson shit. I think Elijah sent it to us.
Elijah sent it.
Yeah. Help her escape.
Yeah.
Like they was
Right?
confined. Like they was confined there. Like they
Right.
was locked up there. Like you know, like they was held there against their will.
Escaped if that shit ain't never happened. They still be writing books. They still be accepting whatever. But why she didn't use the word scared for her life though? Why she didn't use that? Like,
Mm-mm. Why Kathy is never on video talking about the day of the raid? We like to hear fuck a book. We like to hear her side of the story. We like to, you know, Chuck Morgan and them need to work on that. Get her so she can tell her side of the story. Get her so
this,
she can tell how she could
right,
explain all the motherfucking years of assisting him do these things, but
to,
didn't know that these things were being done to her very own son.
right,
Get her on the call so we could understand, so understanding could be understood. I'm just saying.
right.
Get her on a
Right.
call. She was the one, according to the script, she was the main one.
That's what she's writing in that book.
But she never knew this was going on with her very own son.
It was about a young girl that got caught up in with some shit and was brainwashed and ended up being the main wife. And she used her, well, she used her smarts or whatever to escape or to get rich or beat them out of something. This is some shit on the back of it. What is it? See some dumb shit like that. Why would you even write and say some dumb shit like that? Then I use my smarts to become the number one wife and get away with a whole lot of money. Basically, that's what she said. Good night, babe.
Mm.
Oh, you just peeped that yourself, Elijah? Because you said,
Nah. That nah. That's exactly what someone else said.
wow.
Wow. Oh, see, that's that feline order. That's exactly what somebody
Oh,
else
yeah,
said.
yeah,
That's what fucking Christina said. She was like, I had to play play. She said I had to I had not played the role of fool. She said, or something basically to that effect. I had to play the role of fool, the fool of fool, or some shit like that. But I'm just seeing the similarities. Wow. I just
fuck
people.
that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. That order. That order. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. No. Them and the fucking set teams. Well, and Rick is a set team. Ample. He was
Right.
down with the set teams. Yeah. There was two orders. That's it.
Mm.
The Saurians and the The Setines. Rick was a part of the Setine or the Set. Ample. Wow. Mm. Oh, that's what she said. Oh, okay. That's what homegirl said too. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Interesting. Uh. Mm. Them motherfuckers. They is
Yeah.
morning. Yeah. Oh, chick is doing a lot, man. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I want to read it. Did you find it, babe? That's only. Let me see.
You want to read what? What she said? Or you talk the book?
Yeah, read what she said. You want me to read it so we can get a better really exactly what she said?
What she's?
Let me see
I
her
mean, you can. You got.
inbox. You sent it to us in the inbox, right? We
Yeah.
sent building destroy, babe.
No, that was in Hangout.
In the Hangouts. Yeah, I said in the Hangouts.
Oh, the last time we was on the show, right? Atlantis said he'll be back. Let's see. Uh, PDF PDF on the link. What the hell is this? I gotta figure out which one it was now. Hold
We get to it. But I mean, you basically said it
on.
20 words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's so many words. I don't want people to be thinking I'm just sitting here freestyling this shit.
Nah.
Because this
Nah.
you said all the pictures of Pop coming out of court and all that shit, right?
Yeah, that
Post
shit is up there. That shit from last week, probably.
me. Yeah, you know you drop
Yeah,
like a you be
that shit from
dropping
that shit
shit.
last
You be
week.
dropping boy. That's why man, if you did a video show, it'd be crazy. Think these niggas think they got fucking videos. You make a video all day, every day just by kicking it with us. And inboxing us. I got it. I'm up to that bitch looking like from the V,
V.
looking like a lizard, old lizard face, damn eyes. Pop knew them green eyes was no good. I don't know what the hell. Green, brown, what? He knew better than
Hazel.
fucking. He's a rapper.
Hazel.
That's
What's
how
his
you know it was the
name?
setup. That's how she ended up the main wife. That's how you know it was the setup. Pop left the set the answer. Here you go. It says, um, she says about the author Alex P. All these fucking names she got. Native New York, in Georgia with her family. She is a cosmologist, a model, a freelancer, writer. Now she's a cosmetologist, a model, a freelancer writer who enjoys writing, exercise, music, and cooking. It's more like experience a basis for this memoir. Her life experience is basis for this memoir. Now it says about the book. It said when God wears the face of evil, God always wears the face of evil. Now in an uncertain world, many of us are looking for answers. For a young woman named Candace Jenkins. Wow, how she used the name Candace.
Exactly. That's another one of the names. Oh,
Right, I was about to say that. Yeah, Jenkins. This innocent desire to love and to serve would turn into an unimaginary nightmare. Main wife is a cautionary tale about a young girl's experience with a religious cult. Beautiful and ingenious and willing to be led, Candace was a perfect target for egocentric cult leader who served himself rather than God. Instead of finding comfort in her faith, Candace is sucked into a world of deception, mind control, and deviant sexual rituals. In this in-depth look at Candace's life follows her from her recruitment as a wide-eyed girl through the cult slavery that led her to bear children for a dangerous leader and eventually made her his main wife. Shocking, eye-opening, compelling, the main wife will show the reality of the cult world here in the United States and will allow you to share in the journey of a young woman who escaped only through the intervention of the U.S. government. So I was wrong. She didn't say that part that she used. I could have swore I read that though. You got other shit up here on it. Let me see. What else? Or maybe I missed it. For a young woman.
Yeah, he get her a call. Get her a
Oh
call.
yeah, you said it right there to can become the main wife. Yeah.
Yeah, he get her a call. Her and her son.
Eventually made her his main wife. But this is crazy because it says she had kids. So the kids she had by him, these are the same kids they say he was molested. Or she got a kid by somebody else.
Say it again.
She got kids by somebody else because in this is saying she had kids by him.
Yeah. She got kids. She got the one that was supposedly getting molested.
It was somebody.
Issa Johnson's by somebody else.
Oh, the little nigga with the in the picture with the afro and all
Yeah, with the
that.
girl.
Six. Yeah.
Yeah. That's her. But yeah. Um, yeah, him. Hmm. He's an emergency. He was born on 9/11. He's an emergency.
Wow.
Hmm. Get him on a call. Why he can't come on a call? Get him on a call. Tyreek up there going in. Get him. Issa up there. Issa the one that was writing all that wild shit up there on Facebook. Let him get up there and talk. Why don't get him up there so he can kick it? Issa. Hmm.
Yeah. Saying on Facebook.
Hmm. Whole bunch of wild
You,
shit. I don't repeat that shit. Man. He
all
said a
right.
whole bunch
Well,
of wild.
I think
He said a whole bunch of wild shit like that. That's a hell of a.
yeah.
You had to read
Gonna
it.
do. We
You
gonna
had to read it.
continue though.
Hmm.
We gonna get because I don't want drag this off.
Yeah.
I know people probably dropped off so they can go to they got work tomorrow. We gonna keep building anyway. Once it's a
All right.
I really party people to pace the beer. You was rocking with the masses alien MCs.
Hmm.
You rocking with the master alien MCs, and we out of here. See you on the
Well,
flip side of things. Zoom, nigga. We out of here. Light
we need
speed.
we need the pictures. We need the pictures.
Yeah, we definitely need them pitches. Y'all need to stop playing them whole games over there in the sixth dynasty, boy. Now I turn your world upside down. That six will be a nine
Oh,
in your face, nigga. Well, you heard? Stopped all the threatenings and talking about police and all this other crazy shit y'all niggas talking over there, man. You know, reporting people shit. Cause you lucky I ain't a sucker like that, but I might become a sucker and I'll send some motherfuckers at y'all shit and have everything flagged and pulled. I don't give a fuck about losing this shit. This ain't my life. This shit is wrecked in your creation, nigga. That's it. Wrecking your recreation. That's all I'm doing. All right. At the same time, I'm bringing the Yahoo through, nigga, with the mother five with the Father eye. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Bring this revelations to a prevalent stage where you see it, making this happen, this natural order of things. With that, we out of here. Peace and divine love and light. Rahu Bakas Rahu is back.
Mm-hmm. All right. Whoa.
Whoa. Oh shit. My bad. I did the wrong shit.